think's going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us.
He could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah.
At this moment in history, as we're looking at efforts across the country to prevent people from being able to exercise their fundamental rights,
Jobs of the past are just not going to come back. And when somebody says that he's going to bring all these jobs back, well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do? I'm going to negotiate a better deal. Well, how? What magic wand do you have?
What magic wand?
What? How exactly?
How? What? How?
The 80s called. They said they want their policy back.
The 80s called. Yep. That was the big one. Russia? What do they got to do with anything? Howdy.
Hello, hello.
Another week. We're back.
We're back. Welcome. I'm Barnes.
I'm Brandon.
Welcome to Sanctimonious American Men.
We are doing another week. Week 8 here.
April 2nd, 2022.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday was the 1st. April 1st.
April Fools, huh?
April Fools. It's getting nice out.
Did you get any April Fools Hallmark cards? Did they do that yet?
I didn't really get to. I think I got fooled once. Somebody put one of those click here to see the picture. It's been hidden because
Yeah, it got me too.
I was like, I want to see what people are hiding.
What they hiding?
And then it was bullshit. And I was like, I'll track you down and kill you. How dare you? I'm gonna Will Smith slap you.
Oh God.
Right off the top, should we get? Oh no, we gotta talk about what happened this week as far as like personal problems and issues. Oh my God. I was doing some 3D rendering and I thought I fried my brain.
Really?
Not rendering, actually printing. I was printing this gear piece for my camera and actually broke it. It fell off. It's a motor controlled focus wheel, so I can control focus or zoom. And a little piece of plastic fell off, broke off. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I got to model it and print one out. So I got it done. It took me a total of 8 hours. I did 3 different versions. And, but there was a lot of learning going on in my brain.
Brain learning.
It was heavily taxed.
I know I'm going to get a 3D printer eventually, but.
Oh, you got it, man. You got to come over and see what I printed this week. I should have brought some stuff. Next week, I'll have to make a note. I think I said that last week as well. But little mini arcades like this tall, a centipede, joust, and
oh, really?
And a different one. I forget what it was. And then I printed the Tron cycle because I just been dialing back into getting my skills dialed back in on the 3D printer, which it's an amazing piece of technology.
Yeah. You told me last week they've been around for a long time. I remember when they first came commercially viable, they were being pitched as how's the West going to beat China.
Yeah, you had said that, but that wasn't true.
Not yet.
Well, if, we just start making our own food, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I've been planting my garden out.
Nice.
Got my tools ready.
A little trowel to dig in the dirt.
Yeah, I got a shovel.
You listen to some Peter Gabriel. Digging
in the dirt.
Peter Gabriel's one of the best. He really is.
I like Peter Gabriel.
He's one of the best.
Let's see here. So what should we start out with here, Brando?
Well, what'd you do this week? Did you get anything else moved?
Yeah, not as much as I fucked up. I should have moved more, but I did. What's left is shit I don't really care about, really, but maybe might use, So I'll get the rest of it out soon.
And plus, it's getting nice out, so you ain't going to want to do much more. You're going to want to be, chilling outside.
I didn't want to move in the cold either. It sucks.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It'll make it more palatable, the temperature.
Yeah.
To go out in the warmth and be like, oh, okay.
I'm still working on my caverns,
Yeah, I have that issue a lot. Working inside.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's like going outside. It's like vampire.
I mean, yeah. I've always, this whole like work from home trend thing, a bunch of copycats. Yeah.
Right.
And here's another problem I'm having.
Okay.
All right, so things just lined up weird for me when it came to the pandemic. Like the band was ready to take a break. I was exhausted, and I was just gonna be like, I'm gonna go recluse for a year, not knowing that the pandemic was gonna happen, right?
Okay.
But now that the pandemic's over, do I go and pursue my goals before the pandemic? I'm wondering. I don't think so. I think I'm all hermited out for a while.
You mean go back into the
Hermit mode? Yeah. I'm like, what do I do now?
I saw a good one that was Freddy Krueger meme. Did you see that one this week?
No, I didn't. No.
He's like sitting there with his claws, and he's leaned over, and he's like, "I've been chasing people in their dreams so much, I forgot to chase my own dreams." Or I've been chasing other people in their dreams so much,
That's great.
I forgot to chase my own.
One of the things I did this week, I took a left brain, right brain test.
That sounds fun.
It was fun. I'm kind of surprised the results. I guess I shouldn't be. I kind of knew this, but I'm right brained, and I'm also right handed, which is odd.
You were saying you were left-handed.
I was left as a little kid. And I remember like going to Sunday school and getting in trouble for writing with my left hand. And
Is that like the devil?
Sinister phobia. At one time, it was considered that. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah.
Scientifically makes sense.
But there's a lot of other people that are right-brained and left-handed. But I think there's common side effects though, and I happen to have one of them, which is speech problems. I had some speech problems at very young. Couldn't say,
I still got them.
I still got.
I was
some.
telling you
Yeah.
that before. I was
Well,
like,
I
I
also
didn't know that. That's a very good to know, because it sounds similar to some stuff like I had issues in school at a young age where they were putting me in all kinds of learning programs and making me listen to stuff so I could have better speech. And it was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a pain in the ass.
Mhm.
Yeah. But that is often accredited to people who were switched hands.
Mm.
I guess they say that it happened to one of the English kings, like the King's Speech guy. That guy,
King who?
the king, one of the English kings. After what I forget who resigned because he went out from, he married an American divorcee. But he renounced the throne, and his brother had to take over. Wasn't expecting to, and he had a bad speech impediment. And that's because he switched hands when he was young, they say.
Wow. But that's interesting. It's something I'd like to look into more, because I remember me and Jack have talked about that often. Like, there was a program in Cahill where you had to go see this guy called Mr. Kilroy. And
He was here.
he was here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kilroy was here
Kilroy was here.
in Cahill. Spooky. So anyways, yeah, he was like taking kids in and brainwashing them or something, because I was one of them.
Yeah, I remember having to do those things. It's so long ago I can barely remember it, but I do remember getting hit.
Smacked.
Yeah,
Mm.
and my grandmother one time said to me, "Michael, your life's just gonna be easier if you can be right-handed." And I really wanted to be right-handed from that point on.
Wow.
She's like, scissors. You won't get your hand all covered with ink. And I
It's-
remember in Sunday school, there was a girl I grew up with, and she was also left-handed. I felt bad for her because I had a hard time doing it, and Sister Eugene was, a bitch, and she was mean to her. I remember that.
Okay. Sister Eugene. Not cool.
Not cool, Sister Eugene.
Not cool.
No.
We can get her canceled, maybe?
She's dead now.
No, she's canceled already.
Yeah, she's permanently canceled.
She's been canceled by God.
Did you see the Fallon switch? I didn't see it. I heard about it.
Found?
Jimmy Fallon switched with Jimmy Kimmel for April Fools.
No, I didn't see that. I don't really pay attention to late night anymore because it's not funny.
Well, I don't either, but I haven't had cable until recently, since the 90s.
Well, that's a pretty big.
April Fools, yeah.
Those are good April Fools.
I think so too, yeah.
But it's also showing the networks
Sure.
are they're just one big thing.
And-
Otherwise, they wouldn't have done it.
Right. They wouldn't be competing like that.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been competing.
Yeah.
But I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
See if I got anything else light to talk about here. I actually took notes this week.
And took notes.
Yeah, I took notes.
Proper. Let me see. Yeah, what else? I got a little short movie I was talking to you about.
Oh, yeah.
I made a little fake poster for it. You can barely see it over there, but it's Hayla Goes to Philly. That's her standing, her little shadow. And then this is like her looking, another little superimposed thing. She looks like Sasquatch going through the woods.
She better be armed if she's going to Philly.
So I'm thinking maybe next week. It's possibly next week. We're going to do the little premiere. It's only like a little short movie, like 5 minutes or
5,
so.
6 hours.
Wait, Jasper will sit down with us and watch it. It's his dog.
Oh, okay.
Little Hayla.
I met Hayla. That's right.
Yeah. She looks like a baby deer.
Yeah, we got along.
Little baby deer.
That's the thing about animals. Like, I'm kind of the same way. I get along with them. I'm not like an animal lover.
Mm.
I respect them, and when given the opportunity, I will love. I'm capable of loving animals.
Yeah.
But I try to keep my distance. But that it seems to attract more animals for some reason.
It's really weird, man.
I hate it, dude.
Yeah. Animals. It's just responsibility.
Right,
That's
so,
all.
So remember, I had the squirrel problem at the last place, right?
Squirrels came and just wanted to
They
hang out
followed
with
me.
you.
Yep. They put a walnut in the mailbox and everything. I'm like, what the hell?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Birds.
I've had birds land on me. Yeah, I'm not into it.
Is that left brain stuff trying to still fight out of you?
I don't know.
You're connected.
I don't want to be connected. Don't want
to the universe, Mother Nature.
Don't want to be connected to the universe that way.
It's just because you ain't got your, frequencies on the right plane, bud.
One time, I had a cat, and it was black and white, and I would keep the food outside next to the sliding door on the back porch. And one day I was walking through there, and I saw the cat eating, so I hadn't seen it, so I figured I'd go give it a pet. I reached down and touched it. I'm like, oh, man, it was a skunk. I was like, damn, why am I petting a skunk?
Well, at least it didn't go
Yeah,
nuts on you.
The hair felt
Little,
rough.
coarse.
Coarse, yeah.
Coarse hair. So, yeah, I had a heavy 3D week, and I did a little editing on that short movie, and so that was my week for the most part, and watching the house, doing all that stuff, watching the dog. Speaking of animals, I gotta watch Riley. Been spoiling him a little bit,
It's all right.
just to try and get him away from me. You give him some treats,
Right,
Because,
right.
like you said, they're just stare at you, like,
Well, they're in bewilderment, yeah.
what's going on?
Constantly.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why aren't you feeding me?
Why'd you feed it? What else? I did laundry this week. It's been a little while.
Ooh, yeah.
I got to get rid of clothes. I'm not.
What are you gonna do with them?
I don't know. Donate them? I don't know. What do you
There
do?
you go. I guess you just throw them out or donate them.
I guess so. I'm not.
You got two options.
I'm keeping all my shoes.
Or you could turn them into art projects if you really had the time and money to do
I
it.
ain't got the time and money to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a yard sale. Clothes in it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, now you're talking.
I found my boogie bag again.
Bug out bag?
Oh yeah, I found it. Yeah.
Nice.
I wasn't sure where it was.
I heard somebody died on the Appalachian Trail. Did you hear that?
No.
I guess somebody, some people hiking got attacked by some, crazy people.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Murder, huh?
Red rum.
Did you see that guy that tried to rob a gun store.
With a knife?
No, he had a gun. There's two guys. One guy walks in, and he's just like, pretending to, like, shop. And, like, a few seconds later, the other guy runs in a gun and points it at the guy behind the desk there.
Register. Counter.
Yeah, counter. It was more like a desk, but...
Okay.
And so the guy shoots from the hip. The owner shoots from the hip.
From below the counter, kind of like Han
Well,
Solo.
Just over the.
Little Han Solo action.
Yeah. And the other guy bugged out. He must have been in on it, and yeah,
That's spectacular.
he got him center of mass. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I saw this on I think Salty Cracker reported on this or something. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Robbing a gun store? How fucking dumb are you? Excuse the language. But that's retarded. Like, who would rob a gun store?
Somebody.
You need a tank or something.
It's not the brightest move.
No.
And why go in during the day?
I don't know. It was during the day.
I guess it was cash then. They're not trying to get guns. They wanted cash.
Yeah, I guess the cash, yeah.
Yeah.
But of all the places, they're armed.
Go to a fucking bank.
Sure, they didn't got no guns there, do they?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Maybe
What
it's
happened to
good.
that? They used to. Security guards.
Sure.
I don't think they do anymore. But yeah, robbing a gun store. That's put it on the list of things not to do.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do it. Well, we gotta get this out of the way. I mean, we'll probably talk about it a few more times, but I mean, do we have? Yeah, we do.
What?
Chris Rock,
CB4?
Will Smith. Yeah,
Will
CB4. That was a great movie.
That was a good movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Staged. Classless,
Classless.
but staged.
You think it was staged?
Well,
He
yeah.
resigned from the Oscars or whatever the hell it is.
This went wrong, I guess. But it looked like it was.
I had to
It wasn't Muhammad Ali out there, I tell you that much.
Well, I was really. I saw all these people trying to defend him and defend Pinkett, Jada Smith.
Oh, fuck her. She's a cunt.
You could just tell by the look she was giving everybody. But I was just like, why are you guys defending this act of just like pure, like childishness? You're like, I was insulted, so I'm gonna hit you.
It's freaking retarded. Fuck that guy. But I think it might have been staged. I don't know. Those guys good actors? Are they any good? Do they act?
No,
Do they
they're in a
act?
bunch of shitty movies, not really good ones.
Are they professionals?
Me and you could do better.
Probably. Probably. Yeah, I thought it was kind of classless. That's about it.
I felt bad for the. I don't know. I guess I don't feel bad. What the fuck do I care what Hollywood
Exactly.
does?
It was like a moment of like, oh, look what Hollywood's doing. I felt bad for Chris Rock a little bit.
That's who I felt bad for. Yeah, but
But
Chris
he
Rock's
made
an
it, you
idiot
know,
too.
He is. He should have made the joke really, but
Not
whatever.
even the joke's fine to me. Like I was talking to some people, they're like, "Well, if you're," and I seen a lot of other people making this false fucking whatever the hell it is.
Like they've been on the Oscars.
Yeah, they're like, well, if there's somebody at the store telling me or something to my wife, I'm like, that's not the Oscars, and
You're
the
not the
person telling you something about your wife ain't a professional comedian.
Right.
That's not his job to insult your wife at the fucking the
Right.
grocery store.
When you go to the Oscars, you expect to be insulted, pretty much.
Yeah, that's like it's been that way since day one.
It's the trade-off, right? Wasn't sure what state it happened in at first, but I guess it happened in California.
California.
So I thought maybe it could have been in a mutual combat state.
Oh, that would have been good. Yeah, they just started duking it out.
Yeah, they could have just agreed to duke it out and nothing. But in a state like California,
California.
they'll arrest people just for the hear of assault. Similar to
Just
New York.
looking at each other.
Well,
wrong.
they can do that. You don't need to press charges anymore. Like the police, if they have proof, they can just do it.
Yeah, that's why everybody's asking. That's probably why it seems set up, is because the police haven't pressed charges yet with the state. It's like the state, they don't need Chris to fucking press charges.
No, they don't. The state can press charges.
Yeah. The people of California against Will Smith. That's all they got to do.
And people are saying there's a 2-tiered justice system or whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
I think that's a little bit extreme, but it's true.
it's true.
You know, I can really give two shits if Will Smith slacked fucking Chris Rock or not.
Yeah, I could give two shits either. But if you did it, you'd be getting jacked up.
If I went up there, yeah.
They'd be like, Mr. Barnicott, you're spending the night in jail. You're going to be, you know,
Right.
who knows what bail's going to be.
You know, then I saw some woman on Twitter saying, you know, trying to claim it was a black thing and white people can't comment on it.
Really?
Yes.
They're like, you can't talk about it if you're not black?
But yeah, that's what she claimed. And then somebody wrote back, why was it on all our TVs?
Shut the fuck up.
So stupid. It's America. He's our Chris Rock. and
You
Will
can't
Smith.
talk about what you saw on TV. You understand? You got that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, people have gone nuts. This is the mental illness I've been talking to you about recently. People are normalizing mental illness
Across the board.
across the board.
Across the board. Just about everything. You know what it seems like to me? It's like they keep it's like they're running off of like emergency moderation, crisis control constantly. You know, everything's a crisis or an emergency or a, you know, the pandemic. Now it's Ukraine, you know.
Right. And it was like the whole emergency terrorism level, threat levels.
Yes, ruled by
Was like the beginning of that stuff.
yeah. It's funny that they all have the same solution. Use less gas.
Less freedom.
Less freedom and less gas. Right? Same solution. Stay
Less
home.
freedom, less gas. Shut up. Don't ask.
Shut up, don't ask.
What the hell was I just gonna say? It was about the
Oscars there?
no, maybe not about the Oscars, but just the people going crazy and they're like managing people's lives through, like you said, the emergency idea, like, oh, things are gonna go bad if you don't listen to us.
Yeah.
It's basically they're taking control of your critical thinking process.
Oh yeah, they're emotional.
And that's why, like,
manipulation.
newspapers like New York Times or whoever it was is like putting out articles. So like, it's time to rethink, how we think, or critical thinking.
Yeah,
What
and
does that
it's
mean? It's like,
gone.
well, they're trying to keep people from doing it. They're actively putting
Trying-
out
yes.
articles to say, hey, don't do it. Don't do it.
And that's because the news has gotten more competitive, so there's constant a draw on your emotions, right? So take what happened this week with the 7 hours missing out of the Trump White House, whatever, phone records. Did you hear about that?
You getting a buzz?
Yeah.
I heard something about records. What was that?
So the news was reporting on January 6th that there was, a 7-hour gap in phone records from the White House. And they were, drawing suspicious intent towards it and everything, and saying that it was malicious or that had, a bet that it was for some reason that
Was
connected to January 6th.
Okay.
And before the day was over, even CNN was like, no, that's just the normal day for the Trump. He doesn't place phone calls that way. Like, that's any other day in the Trump White House. Like,
So they were just trying to make a story up.
make a story up. They heard it. Somebody's, told them, and they ran with it before they checked it. And, just to be first, and that's how bad, like, the media has gotten, It's especially towards Republicans that, they'll just, it's better to smear than to be right, and it's better to be first than
Get some clicks.
yeah,
Get some
clicks.
eyeballs.
Like, yeah,
It's I was watching someone on Jimmy Dore, and he's a comedian.
I know he is. Yeah,
Well, not Jimmy Dore. The other person was, I forget what his name is, but he was saying, like, he used to watch MSNBC, CNN all the time, and then he was slowly kind of like opened his eyes up, more or less how he put it, and realized how much those channels are nothing but like gaslight channels.
yeah.
That's all they are.
That's all they are.
Pedal to the metal.
Yep. And they peddle different things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all fear based.
Not much news.
Not much news.
A little
no.
bit.
A little bit, but
Not much.
it's all sensationalized as much as possible to draw on your emotional. Your emotions are chemicals that come from your brain, just like a drug.
You're a drug factory
Yeah.
inside.
So
You
they-
make the drugs.
So they're trying to get you addicted to those emotions, and that's what they do.
Yeah, and they got a lot of people addicted, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
A lot of people losing their damn minds.
There's a lot of people having a hard time that hate Trump that he's not president anymore.
Oh, that's why I wore this here. It's the trigger warning hat.
Trigger warning.
It's not freaking a Trump hat. It's a Maldives hat. The islands out there in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, but we're living in a time where.
But I got this when I was out there, and I was like not really wearing it because everybody fucking give me like the dagger looks when I'm walking.
Red hat.
Me and Jack went
Kill
friggin'
red hat.
me and Jack went to
Kill.
Connecticut. Yeah, and it was like I was this was after Biden got elected. We were out there just walking around, and I was just wearing this hat. I'm like, maybe it's safe to wear it now. No, I was still people just like snapping their head,
Oh my God, red
looking
hat.
to get a case of whiplash.
Oh my God, red hat.
Red hat,
Oh
red
my
hat,
God.
alert.
It's so retarded. Panky had this one. He had this one hat. He used to wear it at the band sometimes. Make America again. Whatever, that.
Oh yeah, that song.
That song.
Ooh, wah, ah, ah, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would get some serious looks, especially for him because he's got some long dreads. Yeah, that was funny. Somebody hit it off his head once. It's like, come on.
But back really quickly, just back to the Will Smith thing. I was like, that whole bullshit. That is an example of how dangerous the media is in the sense of they're just going to take over everyone's thought process for a couple days.
You know what killed me too? A lot of people that were like champion Will Smith, or a lot of people who talk about toxic masculinity a lot. Like,
oh yeah, the same group that's saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
toxic masculinity is bad," but it's okay if Will does it.
if Will does it, it's okay. That
I love that. I love it.
struck me. Yeah, I love like going back because Facebook remembers things. I like going back. And
Oh yeah, nobody else has memories anymore. That's
it's
I love
gone.
saying that from like Blade Runner.
It's gone.
You're like memories. You're talking about memories. Nobody's got them anymore.
No. Have you seen those new
So what'd you see on Facebook? That was you're like
just people like
they're saying something stupid, and it's like, yeah, you can go look at what stupid shit you said.
exactly like I just like to go back and see like when they because the people will post contrasting views and not even realize it within a
Right.
short time span.
Within a couple days.
Yeah.
You're like, just wait a second. Just the other day, you said the opposite.
You were talking about toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Now Will Smith's a hero.
Yeah, people don't have memories, and they don't. The smartphones have taken it from them. Convenience in electronics have taken it from.
It's
Nobody
crazy.
can remember a phone number anymore.
No.
That was like a big thing.
Yeah, I can remember my childhood phone number.
Me too. Maybe a couple others I can
I don't
remember.
think I can remember yours.
The old one, the house phone number, 15 or it was a 191, right?
Yeah.
Or what was it? It was just a
I thought it was maybe
1951.
1951.
I think so. Yeah, 1951. That was the old house landline when it was
Landline, yeah.
what was the old area code? 914.
914.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about making another area code,
Whatever.
splitting up 845.
Good for them.
Because I guess they're out of 845 numbers. It's like
Yeah, that's like the what must we forget? That could be in the what must we forget later on today. Toxic masculinity is bad.
bad, yeah.
As long as your name's Will Smith. All right. Well, look, we got to do some Ukraine friggin' nonsense.
Ukraine.
This one you didn't hear about. I was surprised, but a couple supposedly, allegedly, Ukrainian helicopters bomb Belgrade in Russia, an oil depot. Nobody knows who did it. That's the one thing, is because I guess part of the story is that because you can't get on any Russian internet, you can't fact check or verify anything.
They're
So,
still on YouTube, the Russians.
well, there's, I guess, some limitations to what you can go and look up. Like there's supposedly videos and whatnot of, on news sites in Russia, and you can't get to the news sites.
Uh huh.
But the Ukrainians, I don't think they've taken
Credit for it.
credit for it. No, and Russia is saying they did it, and I think the U.S. is saying Russia did it as a false flag. I don't know. So it's
For
like
what? So they can invade Ukraine?
after the pulling out already, I don't
That
get
doesn't
it.
make any sense.
I don't get it.
If I was the Russians, I would say the Ukrainians did it no matter what.
To me, it seems like we probably did it just because we're pissed off. They're changing the ruble to the gold standard and the fucking gas. It's like, yeah, let's take out some of their fucking gas.
If we did it, there's no way we used the military to do it. That's too.
I don't know if we did it. I'm just saying it's anything's possible in this fucking bullshit.
too
Wag the
upfront.
dog.
Oh yeah, anything's possible. I heard something about Putin's daughter's house getting raided or something.
Didn't hear that.
I guess she's overseas and in college or something.
And she got raided?
Yeah, they just raided her house. I don't think anything happened to her.
How about there was a video of landmines on a highway near Kiev, just a shit ton, and people just driving over them.
Why? What the hell?
I don't know. They had to get to work.
Didn't their cars blow up?
No, they straddled them, and it was weird because they were in like a arching pattern across the street, so the cars would come up real slow, and then they just like drive in the pattern.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They didn't have anybody go out there and move them?
It could have been fucking, dude. It could have been fake for all I know, but the video is out there.
I would have took those monkeys, man.
Those, yeah, it's probably worth a couple $100 a pop, huh? A couple thousand maybe.
Like somebody's got those land mine monkey detector things. They send monkeys out there get landmines.
Ooh.
I think it's like Algeria or something. Somewhere backwards.
And Zelensky also dismissed two of his top generals for being traitors.
It happens in war.
Yeah, okay. He didn't like them.
I don't have much on the Ukraine war this week. I saw that they, might come to a deal for peace. I'm looking at it as like Russians can't walk away empty-handed.
No, it's not looking good to do that.
No, they won't do it.
But they already got a lot out of this.
I'm not saying they haven't, but they're not going to go away empty-handed. I would say they'll probably at least take the Donbass region.
Yes, for sure.
The furthest eastern region, where
the
they
parts where that was always being.
They speak Russian there, I believe, right? And that way they could walk away and still say we got to win. Even if maybe their declared objectives weren't met. I did see that Russia was having some problems with Japan there over the northern islands. They,
missed that one.
Well, Russia inherited all the Soviet stuff, right? All their treaties and possessions, whatever.
Okay.
And so Japan and the Soviets never signed a peace treaty after World War II officially.
Okay, so they're still at war.
Yeah, basically. They've had other agreements on these islands, but Russia has been declaring some of the islands again that were settled, that were given to Japan. And of course, Japan says these are ours. I don't see a war happening there because I just don't think that Russia has that kind of resources, to compete with Japan in their own backyard, really.
Yeah, it's too far.
It's too far for them. I mean, they got some cities over there. They got Vladivostok, right? But it's too far. Yeah.
So, what about the ruble being tied to gold? How do you feel about that?
I think that's good for the Russians.
It's really good for them.
Yeah. I might have to buy some rubles. I don't know. I know what the solution's going to be, though.
Yeah, what's that?
Drive less. You got to drive less.
Jeez, that's a solution for everything.
It's the
brought to you.
Solution.
Brought to you by
Ukraine war. Whatever.
John Kerry.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that
Ketchup boy.
On Russia. That's about all I got on Russia.
Well, I would just want to know why, most people don't understand the Federal Reserve and why having your money tied to gold or something physical is just like this. It's proper, and it's going to make the stronger economy for.
Right. Well, we live in a debt system, which is really just slavery.
Yeah,
And-
we've gone too far.
Yeah, we pushed it as far as we can. We're not going to get any more people underneath the system.
It's going to snap.
BRICS is coming up, which is a new economic alliance between Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
Wow.
Yeah. So they got over half the world involved in that system. And, it's going to be tough for the American dollar to compete, really.
Well, especially when people aren't buying, it's not the go-to currency for petroleum.
Right. The Russians are trading rubles now. Not what we could do
We got poopy pants
in office there. Yeah.
giving away 30% of the reserve, right? The strategic petroleum reserve.
For profits, yeah. That's supposed to be for our use in the case of an emergency. I think it's an emergency reserve, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, the strategic petroleum. Maybe it's emergency strategic. Yeah,
But yeah, that's what it's for. It's not there to sell them. Make profits.
it's not
on.
I just don't understand why people are just so okay. I guess they're just okay with okay, America's gonna suffer because we want electric cars.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous. You know what? I got to lead into that. Why that might be in later.
All right, well, we'll come back to that.
What else we got in Russia and Ukraine?
I don't have anything other than just it's getting bad for Hunter.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I saw, the computer guy that you said you liked it or had requested as a friend.
Yeah, we're friends now on Facebook.
Yeah.
Me and Mac Isaac. Yeah.
You talked to him?
Nah, I just told him good
job.
Yeah. And I checked out some of the videos that he has on there that are behind the wall, or whatever.
I guess he had to close his computer shop. Did you hear that?
Yeah, he had to close his computer shop
because people were threatening him that he was a Russian informant or a Russian propagandist.
Yeah, he was getting threats. There was shit thrown up against the windows and fruit and things. The place was getting vandalized consistently
by friggin' mental ill.
Yeah.
Liberals.
See, that's a good lead into something I saw this week was Australian 60 Minutes. They were talking about, if Trump wins in 2024, will there be a civil war in America? And, they're going to say that, Trump is...
he's going to trigger the whole left to just lose their damn shit?
No. They were saying that the right was going to start the civil war if he gets in office. And I'm thinking...
What?
Yeah, I'm thinking... Wait a second. Civil wars are hardly ever started by people who got what they wanted out of an election. I've never heard of that before. So
this was on what news channel?
Well, I don't know who does 60 Minutes. Whoever does 60 Minutes.
That sounds like propaganda. That's what that sounds
definitely
like.
Propaganda. Yeah. Australian 60 Minutes this week. It was on. Will America have another civil war?
That's just dumb. To be like, oh well, they won, so now they're going to start a civil war. Mm-hmm. It's like, how the fuck?
Like he's going to embolden people to revolt. That's like
those are talking points made by somebody that wants to wants to scare people.
Speaking about elections, you hear the Hillary campaign got fined this year for
you were just saying something about that.
Yeah, they got fined for the 2016 election for doing op-eds and opposition.
So, op-eds?
Yeah, they were doing
fake shit.
Fake shit. Yeah, they're making shit up.
You ain't got to be a rocket scientist to know that.
No. But you got to be a biologist to know if it, man.
But you got to be a biologist to know if it's raining out.
Yeah. So retarded.
Oh man.
So That's interesting because if they, if it ever turns into a criminal case, rather than being fined about something, there's going to be a testimony from this case that sets a precedent. Yeah, there'll be
The
testimony.
funny thing about the science stuff there is the same people that have been telling you to follow science for the last few years are, you can't define a woman.
No. Well, you got to follow the political science. That's it.
Yes.
Not
Political
not,
science.
not the biological or natural sciences.
Mm.
What else?
Science. Fauci. You want to talk about Fauci and his science?
Yeah, he was talking about how great natural immunity was,
Back, maybe was this 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, he was saying
The best.
he was saying if you're infected with the flu, then you don't need the vaccine because the infection is the best vaccine you can get.
You don't need a flu shot.
Yeah.
You don't need it. If you got infected.
If you got infected.
Infection is the best protection.
That's what he was saying, yes.
The best protection you can get. No, that's nonsense. You need a shot.
Now it's
If you got infected, natural immunity is the best.
So they're talking about a fourth or fifth shot now, huh?
Some asshole somewhere thinks it's a great idea, and I think maybe the CDC or whoever the fuck it is, FDA, somebody approved it.
Unbelievable.
These people are fucking mutts.
That's retarded.
But yeah, Fauci in this video, it's like, you just well, you want to know, okay, well, give me your bullshit why the science changed since you said that compared to now. And they'll have something dumb to say, like, well, the science, it changes when I want it to.
Yeah, basically.
When I want it to change, it changes. Science.
Fuck Fauci. Yeah, the laptop thing, though, back to that.
Hunter and the laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff on that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some.
Oh, yeah, and Gates just admitted it as evidence. Representative Matt Gates.
Matt Gates from Florida, yeah.
Yeah, he put it into I forget which committee it was, but he entered it into evidence.
Right, and what's his face? Nadler had no choice but to okay it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because
Well,
he didn't want it. Yeah, Nadler was like, all penguined out up there, like, no, we're gonna inject. No. That guy's fucking whack.
Of course he is. I've seen so many contradictory things to him that he said.
The best part was when they were doing. They were kneeling, doing the kneel, and he just stood because he can't get on his knee. They're kneeling for the Black Lives Matter or whatever, or George Floyd.
And it's more than one laptop. There's
multiple
laptops.
Because he's so fucked up.
Now here's something about that. Everyone said it was fake. Yada yada yada.
Yep.
They raided Giuliani. The FBI raided Giuliani's office
because it was fake.
And then they didn't even take the fucking laptops.
No, they just wanted in.
They went in, never took the laptops, and then Giuliani had the laptop on Steven Crowder and showed it to him.
It's crazy. The corruption is just out of
one
hand.
of the there was a guy on Twitter this week who said, "Screw it, I'm posting everything," and he got like 10 posts in before he got removed.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I saw some of that footage.
Yeah, there's new.
He's like, screw it, I'm just gonna post it all.
I'm posting it all, he said, and I was following it. I caught wind of it, and
he got shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I want to talk about what you were saying before about, isn't it odd how there's certain people allowed on Twitter and other people aren't?
The Kremlin's on there.
Ayatollah,
right?
ISIS,
Taliban. They're all on there.
Yeah,
CCP, the Chinese Communist Party's on Twitter.
Yeah.
But the Babylon Bee's not. They got
Babylon Bee's no good. You can't be on Twitter, Babylon Bee.
Satire.
You're making fun of stuff.
You're making fun of stuff. What are you out of your mind?
President of the United States about
Trump? No, Trump.
A couple years ago, he was axed from Twitter.
Yep. There's members of Congress who were banned from Twitter.
Yeah. And are there any Democrats?
No.
No?
No,
Just Republicans.
just Republicans. Yeah,
But the Ayatollah is okay.
he's all right. The New York Post has been banned on Twitter at times or restricted, and that was started by Alexander Hamilton, I believe.
$20 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not 20.
10?
$10.
$10. Yeah,
$10.
Jackson's 20. Eh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Maybe they should switch places like
there's-
Jimmy and Jimmy
yeah, there's a clear
for April Fools.
there's a
Give somebody a $20 bill with Hamilton on it.
there's a clear bias on Twitter towards the left.
Yeah, that's fake news. That's not real.
No, it's real.
That's not real. It's
No,
not.
look.
It's impossible.
It's not impossible. It's happening. The Pope apologized to Native Americans in Canada for abuses in the past. That was interesting.
Well, why not Native Americans in the rest of the fucking continent?
Well, not all the same stuff happened in the same places.
What about even the South American continent? Apologize to them all, motherfucker.
I don't know. You know, it's interesting because the Catholics had a harder time in Canada, as far as I know, because it was British. So,
Yeah. Well, why do you apologize to them, anyways? You got any more to that?
over abuses at a Catholic school that had
Talk about Indian
Native-
schools or no? No, you're talking about Catholic schools.
a Catholic grade school that abused Native American kids back in the day,
Okay.
and it's one of the major grievances that they had against the Canadian government at the time. It wasn't the Canadian government; it was, the Catholics. But I'm assuming it probably happened in Quebec. I didn't go all into that. I just caught the headline, read the first couple lines, and I knew I've heard the story before, so I was familiar with the story already. But Quebec is predominantly Catholic as far as Christians go, compared to the rest of Canada, which is, if the Christians are mostly Protestant. There's an Anglophone and Francophone battle going on up there still.
And he just apologized because it was April Fool's
No, that's just what this Pope's been doing.
apology tour.
He's been on a fucking 7-year apology tour. Yeah. Jamaica is suspicious of the help we're offering them.
Well, did you see Kamala down there?
Yeah, did I mention this already?
No, you didn't.
Yeah. So
I mean, Kamala is just like, she can't even speak half the time. She was just like, we're down here to help you because you need help, and help is good, and when we do the help, it's going to be helpful.
Oh, it's gonna be helpful.
I don't know what
help.
that wasn't what
But
she
that's
said.
what she does. She just talks in circles. You know, Ukraine's a small country next to Russia, which is a big country, and Russia went into a smaller country. It was bad. Yeah,
I forget who it said, but they're like, she's maybe it was like Gingrich or somebody on the right, but they're like, she's the dumbest vice president in American history.
probably.
For legitimately.
Remember when they made fun of Pence because he had a fly in his head?
Yeah, and what's the other idiot there? Fucking George Senior's.
Cheney?
No, not the junior. George.
Oh,
Quayle. Daniel Quayle.
He got one thing wrong.
Everybody took a piss on him
because he spelled something wrong. I think.
Yeah. I forget what it was.
I forget what it was too.
He was probably pretty stupid too, though.
They say that Pence is indebted to Quayles because the Quayles are media Mongols in Indiana.
Mongrels.
Mongols, yeah. they're big media.
Moguls.
Mongols.
Not mongrels.
Mongols. Yeah, they're moguls. Media moguls.
Media mongrel.
In Indianapolis. And, they helped Pence out to win the governorship there.
Okay. All right. Well, interesting tidbit. You learn something new every day.
Speaking of which, is here, there's rumors Pence might run in 2024.
Let him. He ain't going to do shit. The only people that got a shot are friggin' DeSantis or Trump.
Maybe that guy from Arizona.
I ain't even heard of him.
It was a big week in Arizona.
Big week.
Big week in Arizona. Lots of stuff going down.
Who the hell's going to run on the Democratic side? Biden don't have a chance in hell, I don't think.
He's already said he's going to run.
Of course, but I think they got issues. I think they're going to tell him not to soon.
He might have to listen to this.
After the midterms, if they get destroyed,
My God, I hope so.
If they get destroyed, they're gonna have to run someone else. They gotta, because it's the writing's on the wall.
Right.
And I don't see anybody. I mean, Hillary. I guess they could put
Oh,
her
come
up
on. Again? That's just going to be to avoid another investigation. That's all it is. Because things aren't looking too good for her either. She had a shitty month, huh? She got sued.
Couple times.
Lost. Bill got sick. I think she might have got sick. I'm not sure.
Where'd they get sick?
She got sick, yeah.
Jeffries?
Jeffries is up for sale now.
I saw that. The island.
150 million they're starting it off at.
Where can we fundraise that?
Maybe. I don't want to go there. You got to live
No.
next to Biden's brother. He owns the island over next door.
He does, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that a quinky dinky?
Small world.
Small world. Yeah, so Russia went, Russia gold. We did that. Pope apology. New York Post.
House passes law
Oh,
to
Aaron.
legalize.
Yeah, it's got to go through the Senate yet, right?
It's not gonna make it.
Probably not. But they're trying to get that through there so they can garner votes, I was surprised it made it through. So back to Arizona. Here's what happened in Arizona this week.
Oh yeah, the big week in AZ.
All right, so Arizona state lawmakers, they passed a bill, House Bill 2492, which requires ID for presidential elections. They're gonna have to,
Wow.
They're going to have to prove where they live and who they are to vote in presidential elections. That's either for mail-in voting if they have it again, and
Sounds
voting in
kind of
person.
racist.
They don't care. Also, the California Secretary of State, Arizona AG, the Attorney General, he gave his power to a county attorney to investigate the Arizona Secretary of State, who's also running for governor in the midterms, because she shut down a online portal where people could sign on to I forgot the word it is, give their signature to support a candidate for election. What is that called? I need your signature for a blank. You know what that is?
It's a petition.
Petition, yes.
Okay. And why'd she shut the portal down?
She claims that it's because they redrew district lines, and she had a.
And she didn't have any authority to shut it down. She just did because
She was told not to.
and she did anyway.
Specifically told not to by the Attorney General, multiple times. And she did it anyway.
Because she didn't like the candidate that was getting votes.
That could
or
be
petitions.
That could be a thing.
Who was petitioning?
So that's what happened with their election laws this week.
I did hear.
Oh, another thing is in this election law, if a official at any level during the election, right, is found doing anything wrong, cheating, not checking IDs, not verifying residence, they will be guilty of a Class 6 felony in Arizona.
Damn.
Yeah, so they're serious.
Damn. Arizona making moves.
Other things that happen in Arizona is they banned abortions after 15 weeks.
15 weeks?
15 weeks, right?
What is that?
It's about 4 months.
4 months?
About that, right? Three and a half, 3 months.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Like, what do they call it? The first trimester.
I guess so, yeah. They've also banned youth from getting sex changes before 18 on their own. They can't do that.
Makes sense.
It totally makes sense to me. They've also banned
Couldn't buy beer or cigs, before, fucking, like, why the fuck should you be able to get a sex change?
Right. They've also banned
can't go to war.
Well, there's I shouldn't say they banned, but sports are biological now in Arizona.
Sports are biological.
Biological by birth, yeah.
So you cannot be a transgender and compete in the other gender sports. Arizona fucking really did they threw some haymakers.
Some haymakers this week. It was big moves in Arizona this week, yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, well, I think Arizona's a little upset about
the border?
Yeah, the rescinding of taking down of Trump's where is it? The COVID ban on the border.
Oh yeah, I heard that they're going to lift restrictions for COVID on the
Title 42, right?
yeah, Title 42.
Right. On May 23rd, they're doing away with Title 42, and they're expecting the biggest surge over the border. So I think Arizona was a little upset about that
In
too.
history.
In
Biggest
history.
surge ever.
In history.
Yeah.
Where it's like an instant city worth of population in a day.
200,000, something like that.
Boom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that's going to work out. But yeah, Arizona made big moves this week.
Man, they're pissed off. They are pissed off.
That biological sports thing, I'm wondering how that's going to pan out.
They'll probably have to take it to another, they're going to get sued. They're going to take it to the courts.
Yeah, they'll get sued again, but whatever. I agree with it, man, because, that's dangerous for girls, at least,
Well, I mean, to me, it's just, I know there's a lot of people that support it because they're like, well, what are they going to do? They're not going to be able to compete. And it's like, yeah, but, it's like, but they're going to lose. I mean, the women, the biological women are going to lose. That's all there is to it. They're going to lose to the person that had the advantage of being a male for X amount of years.
Right.
And having the bone structure, the density, the fucking, all these things that come along with being a biological male. Lung capacity, height, bone structure. And the thing, too, is I saw this is hilarious. It's like only the patriarchy could convince women to cancel themselves. It's like, yeah, women, stand up for yourselves. Say you don't want these people fucking competing with you.
Yeah, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time, because this is going to snowball. And then it's like, where do we...
Why even have women's sports and
right.
women's, records? It's horrible.
It's like that South Park with the Macho Man.
Yeah. Macho Man. What was his name on that? And
I can't remember.
Something strong woman.
Okay, he was the strongest woman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna wipe her clean. I'm gonna clean her clock. I'm the best woman ever.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Let me tell you something.
Cream of the crop. Oh yeah, cream of the crop. Yeah.
Cream of the crop.
Rise to the top.
Ain't no better woman than me.
The Wonder Powers right here.
Twin towers of women.
I miss him.
Yeah,
was
Macho
great.
Man was awesome.
It was great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim. The Slim Jim man.
Macho Mania. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I heard he was a really nice guy out of the ring. But he was like the staunchest professional, they said.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've seen a couple little behind the, documentary things, behind the scenes stuff about him. He seemed like a pretty good guy. He didn't like to be, crossed, but he was a good guy. All right. There's what do you want
to talk about?
I don't know.
Don't say gay?
Oh yeah, we could do the
Don't say
gay.
Don't say.
And that was it. Yeah. What's his name? Ron Perlman. Hellboy loses his damn brainwashed mind.
Can't read a fucking bill that's less than 6 pages long. It's so ridiculous.
Loses his damn brainwashed mind. Poor Hellboy.
Don't say.
Don't say. Don't.
Say. Holy shit.
You Nazi.
He
The scientist.
Couldn't define Nazi if he tried.
Fucking poor Ron Perlman.
Yeah, it sucks, don't it?
He seems like a cool dude, but they've been brainwashed. Like, straight up. It's like, you're being told lies by the media. That's not what the bill says.
Right. This is obvious Russian disinformation.
Yeah, we're going to get yanked off the YouTube.
Yeah, so,
I like the people who are saying that, why, if you're going to call it Don't Say Gay, why don't we just call it Don't Groom the Classroom?
Okay, groomer.
Okay, groomer. Okay, groomer. Is it okay, zoomer or
Boomer.
boomer?
Groom the room. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
I don't understand why you need to talk to children.
Why are we talking about kids about sex in the first place?
Or if you're a teacher, why do you need to talk to them about
don't.
like your love life? I don't remember any teachers talking about like
Never.
their love life to me as
never.
a kid.
And
Like-
in retrospect, I'm pretty sure some of them are gay, but you know,
Oh, the teachers? Yeah, that we.
Mr. Greco, wherever you are, I think you're.
What are you doing, calling people out like
I'm
that?
that's just my opinion, you know. I don't know. I don't have any proof.
Yeah, but I probably would have been creeped the fuck out if some teacher, male or female, come up to me and was like, yeah. You know, I'm been getting it on with the spouse, and we just went out and had muffins afterwards, and you know, we had a nice candlelit dinner, because you know that's what we do. That's our love life is like.
Right.
It's like I don't give a fuck.
Why did you see that one teacher who was complaining that he can't tell his classroom about his, you know, his weekend now? He's like, what do I do when one of my kids ask me, you know, how was your weekend? And I can't say, well, I went canoeing with my partner. You could just say you went canoeing, you know.
Yeah.
Well, why do you got to bring the partner into it anyway? Or you know,
Or you know, I don't know. I don't understand it.
they're not allowed to do it for straight though either, so that's a good thing. It's not like it's just saying
I thought that was like the social fucking
norm.
norm.
I thought so too. I thought it was illegal to talk to kids about that shit. I don't remember anything until like health class.
Yeah, about sex. Like
Yeah.
you're talking high school.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Yeah.
But by that time,
Because otherwise you would have been groomed.
right.
Groom the classroom.
Groom the classroom. Fucking Jesus. Did you see the Disney thing there?
Disney. Yeah. Yeah, they got the leaked video of them saying how they're going to try and do away with all gender-based stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna do away. They're gonna make more gay leads. They got a gay agenda.
Yep.
It's a not so secret gay agenda, according to that one woman.
Yeah. Well, I don't care what they do as far as like this has been the thing where like you got Comics Gate and all this bullshit out there where the people are like, "Oh, you got all these hateful fucking bigots and racists." It's like, "No, they don't care about you having whatever character you want. Just make the fucking story good."
Yeah.
You're going to just pawn
That
out
used to be the point. Yeah.
the point is have a good story. Make me give a shit about the gay person or the fucking transgender person.
Right. That's why Wilder was good, right? Because he was a good writer.
Yeah.
Not because of what he wrote about, right?
It's just put the fucking, make a good story, and then you're going to have people that care about that character. You don't just bash them into, say, you know what, we're just going to take your favorite character and turn them gay.
Yeah.
For no reason.
For no reason.
It's stupid.
It is stupid. DeSantis made a good point. He said, why didn't Disney...
It's like, why didn't we all hate Freddie Mercury when we were growing up? Oh, because we didn't care that
I
he was
didn't
gay.
care. No. It was pretty obvious.
He was fucking awesome.
He was in Queen, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was Freddie fucking Mercury,
And he was awesome.
And he was awesome. He was a good guy,
And they act like, fucking we never liked women leads and it's like, dude, I watch Alien like fucking 20 times a year.
Yeah,
fucking,
it's ridiculous.
It's like,
well, we grew up in an era where, if your identity was your personality, you were shot. Like you were just not cool. You were, you had nothing else to offer except for your identity or whatever that meant at the time. Like you had to have content of character back then. And any friends that I've made, I made them because I had something in common with them. I had some kind of camaraderie at some time. I had a good time with them. I cared about them. We had some hobby and we shared laughs or time or something, it's not because of their identity I was ever found common ground with people. That just doesn't, make sense really.
no, it doesn't matter what your fucking identity was. If you're a cool person, you're a cool person.
You're a cool person, right.
But nowadays that's changed. It's like we can hang out because you look like me and we think the same. And it's like, yeah, but you're an asshole. But we're supposed to stick together.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
We're supposed to stick together because we both like the same things.
Oh, that's changed now. It's
The kids have been, they've been brought up with the phones and iPads, and they don't know shit about playing and social this and stuff like that. So it's like once they get to an age where it's like now you got to be social, that's what they do. They go find people of the same, ilk. Doesn't matter what their character is like. It's just like we are the same. We must be friends.
Right. It's ridiculous. And you got people going out and finding people who, have different characteristics to be friends with just based off those different characteristics. Kind of like the Supreme Court nominee. We're going to elect, we're going to nominate a black woman.
Just because
he shouldn't have said anything and just nominate her anyway.
Right.
Like,
so I haven't been following the story. What's it look like? She's going to go through?
I don't know. I don't know how to judge that stuff.
I don't know either. I'm not very good at judging.
Not that kind of stuff. I mean, it's not a court case or anything.
Like the same thing with Kavanaugh. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with that. All I saw was people were just pissed off about it, and
Trash.
I didn't think he was going to get through just because of the massive wave of like misinformation that was being slapped against the wall. Like you were saying, they freaking, it's okay if they do it. They go and attack a federal building.
Oh yeah, they take over federal buildings, ransack the senator's offices.
Mm-hmm.
That was okay. That wasn't an insurrection, though.
That was okay.
That was okay
because it was the other side.
Because Kavanaugh,
he's a bad man.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Bad dude. Hair on my legs. Kids rubbed it.
Hey, come on, man.
Come on, man. I got poopy pants. I got my butt wiped. Did you see that video? I got my butt wiped.
Yes. My butt's been wiped.
My butt's been wiped. What the hell does
What
that
does
mean,
that
poopy
talk about?
pants?
So,
here's the other thing. I want to get back into the Disney.
all right.
DeSantis is going to take away their special powers of governing their own land. Like somewhere back in the 60s, they were permitted power. Well, he doesn't know if he's going to take it away. He's just questioning whether they should have the right to it or not. Because somewhere way back in the day and with whatever politicians, they granted Disney to basically maintain their own land like their own little government.
Right. Like an enclave inside the state.
The state, yeah.
Similar maybe to like a reservation or something.
That was something that was brought up in the news because DeSantis is, he's obviously
that
not
makes a
taking
lot of
any
sense.
shit.
Because if you look at the layout, it's pretty far spread out.
Yeah.
There's like different stuff in between. Like there's normal stores in between. If you look at the layout, I was looking at that at Google Earth the other day. Sometimes I just waste time on Google Earth looking at things. Speaking of which, Google Earth is now, you know how there's 3D rendering on Google Earth?
Yeah, it's all 3D.
So if you look at downtown DC or Moscow, anywhere where there's a lot of politicians, it's flat now.
They decided to get rid of all the 3D.
Just in those areas, yeah.
Because it's strategic information?
That's what I was thinking. Like, if I was plotting to assassinate, like an official in D.C., I can look at the camera,
you don't have to go there and see the fucking
right. You don't have to get on top of the roof. You don't have to,
Wow.
That's what I think, at least. I just noticed they did that recently. Because I actually noticed that they were rendering Ulster County.
Well, you can render whatever you want on there. You can go plug in your own. Like that's part of the thing is like they promote that if you are a 3D artist. Is like I could go do Catskill or My Place, or we could do the shop and I could just plug it in and it'll pop up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of people do it for marketing reasons, like to make it seem more like oh look, they got fucking
they're 3D.
They're fucking real. They got
They're
3D on Google.
Yeah.
So it's but they might have hired somebody for like the town or somebody to do it.
Right, I could see that because some places are.
Some people don't give a shit.
Yeah, some places.
And some places are.
Because I've seen some small places like small populations completely 3D rendered. I'm like, why is this place 3D rendered?
This is because they got a nerd living in town that was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
That makes sense.
If everybody wants your house 3D rendered, let me know. I'll pop you up on Google Earth. Another thing about the don't say gay.
Don't say.
Don't say. Don't say. Hellboy, Hellboy.
What is it with him? He loses it like once a week. I don't follow him.
I didn't know his mind was so fragile.
Oh, I did. I was just talking about it.
But here's the thing I wanted to say. Okay, gay. You're not is.
Don't say.
Oh, okay, you just blew my goddamn ears out. Don't say, you Nazi fuck.
All right, what about it? I'm sorry.
I thought it was not. I thought you weren't supposed to say gay. Like, it's a derogatory term. I thought that last week wasn't that. That's what we must forget.
I've been told not to say gay by younger people because
It's derogatory, right?
Yeah.
Or you're not gay, so you can't use it. That's the rules now.
It's just such an old habit as a kid, just calling stuff gay. I don't.
It's like I learned it in the '80s movies.
Yeah, that's what I did it. It's been with me since then.
Oh God. That's like the rules change. That's what we're talking about, like the toxic masculinity.
Right.
The rules change by the week depending on what they want to be upset about.
Well, you got to follow the science.
You got to follow the political science. So now you're supposed to say gay. Last week you weren't, but now if somebody says don't say it, then you can't. Now you have to say it. Oh, it gets so confusing. So confusing. Jesse Smollett was assaulted by Will Smith.
Him too?
Yeah. Yep. Jesse Smollett, breaking news, was assaulted by Will Smith. No, that's a meme I saw. It was him crying, and he's like, it was just Jesse Smollett saying, I was slapped by Will Smith too.
What about Central Hudson, huh? 46% increase. Yeah. State's going to go after him.
A lot of people online right now. You can go online. You can sign up to be part of the lawsuit.
I'm going to do that because I got my bill. I was like, what?
And you didn't like it. Poopy pants.
Fuck. No,
Poopy
I finally looked at the bill and I was like, Jesus, man. Sorry, God. But I was upset by it. I was like, wow. Food shortages Biden's talking about,
He's going again?
He was talking about food shortages.
Last week he did, for sure, yeah. I remember that was a big soundbite. He's like, you're going to be real.
It's going to be real.
It's going to be real. Poopy pants, real.
Yeah. Now, I was looking at some interviews of some farmers. A lot of them called it a year ago.
Yeah.
Saw it coming. And the price of fertilizer has gone up over 4 times.
Well, a lot of that has to do with Ukraine because they produce a lot
of
and Russia
and
fertilizer. Mm-hmm.
Russia's going to build a border wall around Russia.
Maybe.
All around it. A whole border wall.
Big wall.
Long wall.
You're going to make it out of ice.
So that's really going to, cause the... But they're expecting a surge in Esterhazy. That's in Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan?
Yeah, they make a lot of potash up there.
Ooh, potash, yeah.
Yeah, I heard this joke from Crowder the other day.
What'd he say?
What made Esterhazy potash? I guess somebody told him as a kid so he can remember the minerals in Canada where they came from.
I watch Crowder once in a while. He's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny at times.
I really like his intro song, Strange Animal. Strange Animal. It's a great production. Really good. Like, I love the little 303s in it or whatever the hell keyboard line it is.
Yeah, that was good.
And then he's got Brian Stelter as the son, the fucking, what is that there? The hell was that? That show that fucked up a whole generation.
What?
The little animals that didn't talk. I know Verona, my niece watched the shit out of it. It was called
animals that don't talk.
Well, they weren't even animals. They were just big, weird looking babies, and they had the sun that was always shining with a face in it, smiling at them. It was what the fuck was it?
Was it a
called?
cartoon or?
No, it was live action, and it was I can't believe
They had that guy at the chin.
Dude, no, that's a different one.
That one freaked me out.
Teletubbies.
Oh, Teletubbies.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
I don't know. I never
Teletubbies?
watched Teletubbies.
That's what I'm thinking of, though. Yeah, Teletubbies. And they just walked around and like.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, I mean, I never watched it, but
It just made stupid fucking sounds, and they were clearly transgender.
were they?
I don't fucking know. I don't know what they're
Do you
transgender.
feel isolated and alone?
Go
Are
to,
you confused about your sexuality?
go to recall? Recall.
Are you looking for camaraderie? Have you considered joining the KKK?
Oh my God!
That's
camaraderie.
how bad it's getting bad.
Go to Ukraine. Join the KKK.
Join the KKK.
Recall for the memories of
Chinese
a lifetime.
TV blaming America for the war in Ukraine.
Chinese TV, huh?
Yeah. We talk about the riots there? Did we talk about that?
No, we didn't. But I wanted to bring that up last week. I saw some footage.
Mhm.
Maybe we did talk about it, but yeah, they're coming out. They're so hard locked down that they're like finally losing their fucking shit.
Yeah, they're losing their shit now.
And they're like fighting back against the CCP to be like, yo, we got to live.
Right, and they're standing in lines to get tested. They're
Doing it all.
where there's nowhere to go, and so they're all crowded together. KB sent me this video this week. I was watching it, and I've never seen riots like that before in China, coming out of China. You know, they're back to welding people in their houses and stuff,
Yeah.
dragging them off the streets. I don't know, man. China.
It's called we got all the countries doing the same things. It kind of smells fishy to me.
It does, right? Like there's a
It's like we want to
global
let's all
agenda.
start suppressing the people together
all at once.
all at once. Why would we do that? Because we're going to change how this shit works. The world is going to change and they're going to fucking like it.
Here's something we got to get to. Defense budget. $773 billion. Up from last year.
Where's this money coming from?
That's what I don't
Does it
know.
grow on trees?
They say 10% is they're going to go to overseas operations. And I'm like, what the hell are we doing that over there? You know, that's a lot of money spent in overseas operations. 10%? That's $73 billion.
Dude, I forget how many billion it was, but Russell Brand was just talking about how the COVID relief package, like 90 billion of it, it's supposed to be for like easing the
Impact of COVID.
the impact of COVID on the people, but they're gonna give it to police
Tanks!
police departments,
Police tanks!
tanks, drones.
Drones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why, God? Why?
Because what was it? They said it was anti-firearm protection for something for the police, but they brought tanks, and it's like, didn't he run on defunding the police? Is that something he ran on or no?
Yeah, probably. He's just a big poopy pants liar.
So now they're getting more money than they've ever had. Which, let's face it, they have a hard job. I don't want to be a cop and get
Hell
shot
no.
at and go through that, be underneath, public scrutiny all the time. That would suck, and people hate you for no reason. Just trying to do your job. Let's see what else. Yeah, so the defense budget.
Well, a lot of people like cops.
Sure.
Not all people hate them.
I saw this one troll. Oh man, I had to laugh, even though I did kind of disagree with him. But so there's this guy who's like a professional troll.
Like Salty Cracker. Salty Cracker's the best, dude.
So, this guy, he goes to like events, and so someone was having a pro police rally, right, in Connecticut.
What?
There was a pro police rally in Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
This week, and so this guy went out there, and he like tried to join into the rally, and he had a sign that said, "We swallowed the whole boot." I was dying.
We swallowed a whole boot.
He's a crazy lefty, but it was funny as hell.
Yeah, you gotta fucking give it to them. When they're good, it's good.
It's good. Yeah, it was good.
Holy
He's
shit.
at the, they got the thin blue line. He's out there. We saw the whole booth. And they're asking him to leave, and people are honking at him. He's like, "They're honking for me, not you." I thought that was good.
Oh God.
So
Hey,
this,
I mean, there's police. That's a touchy subject, with me, anyways. And I imagine a lot of people. It's like, yeah, you can appreciate them, and they do stuff for the society, but at the same time, it's like, hey, they're out there just fucking trapping people for fucking parking tickets and fucking
Sometimes.
speeding tickets, and
yeah.
you're just fucking road pirates. That's really it.
Well, yeah, a lot of times. Yeah, I saw this meme this week. It's like, never trust a government agent that has to hide from you to protect you.
Yeah. Or fucking, why are we fucking letting the government tell us how to fucking, manage our money when they're fucking so goddamn far in debt, and it's our money they're using to fucking drive that debt up.
Right.
It's like, oh, we're gonna give you a credit score, motherfucker, but us, nah.
So back to the defense budget. 10% was used for overseas operations. The Navy got a 5% increase. The Air Force got a 4% increase. The Navy has to scuttle 24 ships, though. I don't know why. I guess they're outdated. And the Air Force has to scuttle 150 airplanes. Space Force was the big winner in the budget. They're up by 35%. So when you count inflation, Space Force got the bonus because none of this is keeping up with inflation.
Space Force.
Space Force.
What is that? Muppets in Space? Is that what that was from? Muppets in Space.
Pigs in
Space. That's what it was. Pigs in Space. Luke Skywalker made a guest appearance.
Space Ghost.
Did you see that friggin' the Space Ghost Brack fucking remix of Suicidal Tendencies?
No. Oh wait, that's kind of old, right?
I don't know if it's old, but I saw it recently and I was just like, this is the best thing ever. It's like Suicidal Tendencies, Pepsi, the fucking, they wouldn't give it to me, but it was Brack from the fucking Space Ghost show.
Right.
It's like, my mom said, no, this was really bad.
Another thing that was in the budget is that they want increased handheld anti-aircraft systems.
Handheld.
Yeah.
Anti-aircraft. They want to shoot down some aliens or something?
I don't know what the hell.
Space Force wants that?
No, that was in the part of the Army budget.
Oh, okay.
But that was...
When are we going alien hunting?
I don't know. That was in this summer. We'll go down to Pine Bush.
Okay.
We'll have a new car in June.
We'll get a couple nets. Space nets.
Space nets. Space.
We're going to capture some space fish.
Yeah, so that the Biden administration put that in there. They want some javelins and stuff.
Dude,
They want to increase.
I don't know what to say about this. I got to laugh. That's really what it is. I got to laugh at how bad the guy is at doing his job and how hilarious it is that he's doing nothing that he promised the people that voted him into office.
I mean, that was obvious.
It was so obvious that they didn't give a shit. And it's like all these people are like, we want health care. And it's like, he ain't going to give you health care.
Neither is your state. That's state by state.
Yeah.
And the Democrat states would have done it already. And then if you
they could have done it right now. They have the control of everything.
Yeah.
They could have done it.
California, they could have done it. Illinois could have done it.
The only reason you don't have health care right now is because of Democrats.
Right.
This is the bottom line.
That's because they just use it to lure you in.
Mm-hmm.
Democrats have been in control of the state for how long? 15 years or so? Since Pataki.
Pataki.
Wacky Pataki.
Oh, Pataki.
Give me a Pataki. I'd like to give her a Pataki.
Who's got a Pataki?
Wacky tobacco. Let's smoke some of that Pataki. How about sake? Right?
Oh yeah, you're
sake.
Jen. Ooh. Oh, Jen. You and your fiery red hair.
She's applying for MSNBC, right? Sniffing around, looking for a new job.
Perfect.
She'll fit right in.
She will take over probably Rachel Maddow's spot.
Is she around yet? She's back?
I haven't seen her back. No, I did see it was I was scrolling through. I saw MSNBC. I saw the Rachel Maddow show. I did not watch it. And I didn't know if it was like she's back or somebody's just like sitting in for her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hell if I know.
Huh.
Hell if I know.
I can't read my own.
Jen Psaki gonna be on the MSNBC.
See Biden peeking back after the press conference.
No, you said something about this. I didn't.
So,
what was he peeking back about?
So people were asking him questions, and he walked off stage, right? And there was
normal poopy pants behavior,
right? So he snuck off stage, and then when everyone was cleared out of the room, he peeked back
to see if they're like they're scared. He was like scared of him. He was like, "Are they gone?
Are they gone?
Are they gone?
What else?
Are they gone?"
Yeah, that's what he was looking for. He was like spraying.
I got my butt wiped.
Pentagon canceled missile tests to appease Russia.
That's strange.
Because they didn't want to up tensions. They thought it would up tensions.
You got the sports update.
Meanwhile, North Korea and South Korea are doing missile tests. No problem.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Are they like where they're both missile testing?
Yeah. Different types of missiles, but yeah.
North Korea lobbing them over Japan like normal.
No, into the sea of Japan, but yeah. Yeah, like normal. That way. W1ON, India News, was taken off YouTube for a while, and they're back. And they got a whole new spin. There's a whole new spin going on. India's got a whole new PR campaign.
India with the dot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Customer service?
They're trying to appease to the West again, because it looked like they were siding with Russia. They're siding with Russia. But
they're playing both sides.
They're playing both
smart.
sides.
They're smart.
But this is something that Chris said. He said that, they got Russian jet fighters with American weapons on them. So ridiculous.
Yeah, when's Chris want to be on the show?
Chris, come on down.
Come on down.
You're the next contestant on.
You're the next contestant on Sanctimonious American Men. Come on down. Just rant on the internet live for fun.
Yeah, we talked about Jamaica, right?
Kamala Harris, Jamaica me crazy.
Right, so they didn't really trust her.
No, because they're the trust. It's just like word salads.
Nigerian election coming up this week. The sitting president had backed a candidate. He's been there for a while.
And
he's a military man. What?
He's a military man?
Oh, yeah.
Would you say they're the leftist or righties?
I think they're on Russia's side.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we went through a lot today, huh?
A lot of news today. It's good you took notes. I like this. I like this a lot because usually I'm just setting up this little flimsy friggin' outline.
Yeah, he usually does the work. The Biden's daughter diary starting to gain some steam. I saw that a few times this week.
That thing is, I don't know I didn't hear anything about it this week, but when I did hear about it back in the day, because of Project Veritas had it, and then they got fucking.
They thought it was too hot. Yeah.
They got raided by the FBI or somebody. They came in, took all their shit, their phones.
Right. They didn't.
And it's like, what now? If this diary isn't real, why would the FBI do that?
Exactly.
Exactamundo. Or it was just a plant, so they could go. Raid Veritas.
That could be a thing. They didn't report on it, right? Because they couldn't confirm it.
They couldn't confirm it. So and that's after they couldn't confirm it. That's when O'Keefe called the FBI and told them they had it.
Right.
And then they raided him.
So ridiculous.
It's just like you can't make this stuff up.
It's so obvious. It's like blatant.
Political fucking
yeah.
Political
justice. Political justice.
It's not even that. It's like, what the fuck's it called? It's a political fucking
Entrapment?
criminality.
Yeah, it's well, it's political because they're only doing it to one side.
Yeah.
The Hunter vibe type thing. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. It's got deals with Chinese energy corporations, who happen to make green energy.
Green energy in Ukraine.
Well, they make it in China, and we're thinking about buying energy from China. So,
Let them eat electric cars.
Yeah, he got a kickback from them.
Too much, dude. The one guy, the guy you said you were talking about, or you requested as a friend.
We're friends now.
He was saying, he's like, I saw shit on that computer. He's like, I can't speak to it because I could get in trouble. But he's like, I seen stuff on there, vast amounts of money, vast amounts. That it was the reason I turned it in. He's like, I didn't care about none of this weird kid, whatever stuff I saw him with young people in all sexual positions. He's like, I didn't care about the salacious shit. He's like, what concerned me was the amount of money from private people being transferred, private citizens of other countries.
Right.
It was a national security threat, and that's what concerned me.
Well, that's what led the government to finally look into the laptop because of his taxes and taking foreign income, right? Collecting foreign income. Oh,
and the other thing was like, when it was Vice President Biden back then, he was being given Hunter was giving other people from other countries, private citizens, not leaders of the countries, private citizens. He was giving them Vice President Biden's schedule where he would be, what he was going to be doing.
Oh, you can't do that.
That's supposedly on the laptop.
I saw Malika Obama on the laptop. I'll list her credit card. I can't tell if that was really her though.
That's the rumor going around, is that the one picture there's a young,
I've seen it,
young woman laying naked, and people are saying it could be one of the Obama girls. Yeah.
Well, he's got her credit card in the picture.
What?
Yes, he has her credit card in the picture. You can't see her face, but you could read her name on the credit card.
Obama and Biden.
Weird.
Wow.
Weird.
Maybe they'll make a baby and they'll be the next president.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
In 30, 40 years.
Oh, God. Unbelievable.
Well, you can't make this stuff up.
You can't make this stuff up.
Well, I just wanted to go on record saying, somebody did, maybe it was Tim Pool said this, but he's like, one of his headlines was, Jussie Smollett, Alex Baldwin, and Will Smith are all sitting comfortably at home, and Hollywood wants to lecture you, the average person, about your privilege.
That's true. Yeah. Alec Baldwin, Jesus.
Got away with murder.
He's such a lunatic.
Got away with murder.
That he did.
Well, it's just the point of all those people. You're protected if you're on that side. You're protected. You're fighting a good fight.
Fighting a good fight.
All these Nazis out here.
Nazis
wearing red hats.
Don't say.
Don't say. You commie fuck.
So retarded.
Oh, wait, he's a commie.
He thinks he's a commie. He's too rich to be a commie.
Dude, the thing, too, is funny is people that grew up in communism fucking cannot stand all these dumb little kids that think they're going to be communists. People that come from real communism.
Well, that's just it.
They're like, these fucking morons.
It's never worked.
Yeah, you think, history speaks for itself.
Right.
What must we forget? History.
I mean, Cuba's still communist, right? But they have religion now. That part didn't work out for them. And
well, you know what? There's Cuba has some people, mainly the people that are doing really well, they like it. If you're but if you're not doing well, you're That's why they come to America.
Right. Well, the government assigns you your profession, and
Mm-hmm.
so if you're one of the lucky ones, gets assigned to produce something or whatever.
That you like.
Right. That's part of the reason why the major corporations are for it, because they know that they'll get the government contracts and they'll be set forever. There won't be any. They'll eliminate all their competition, and that's that.
Well,
they'll get the cool jobs.
Communism. Still going strong, I guess you're right. So history isn't, well,
it's still out there. China, right? What is it? Angola? I think Angola's communist still.
Yeah, but I don't know. Can you count China as like pure communism? Not really.
Not really, because they're making money.
They got tons of profits fucking going on.
But that's the thing, though. Communism sells labor on the international market, so it's been most successful in the most populated countries in their continent. So you could say Russia, in Europe, right? China and Asia. That's where it's been most successful. If you even though the Soviet Union fell, they were a superpower at one time. So what they do is they always say it's about the worker, right, and the workers' rights and all that and yada yada. But really, what they're trading on the world stage is labor, right? And the only way for them to do that is to lower the wage, right? So now their wage is lower, so they can trade their labor in the world market, and that's what it does. It's done that everywhere it's ever gone.
Nikes.
You can get Nikes for cheap with blood in them.
With blood in them. You could just drink the blood out of the shoe.
No, that's the thing. That one, what was that one rapper kid? Little Nas or whatever?
Yeah, he put blood in him. He made his Satan bullshit. Yeah, he was going for that Satan. That's cred,
everywhere.
Street cred.
That stuff's everywhere. They're blatant about it anymore.
I believe that. Yeah, I like they pointed out the last couple performances by like some Oscar people, or Mark Dice was doing it. He's like, just look at this, and you look at it, you're like, yeah, I mean, I get it. It looks theatrical, but there's a lot of like definitely symbolism going on.
Oh yeah, it's way over the top anymore. It's not like I remember like when we were young. Like, all right, so we had the Satanic Panic, right? But that wasn't popular music. That was all heavy metal. Not to say that heavy metal wasn't popular.
It wasn't on the friggin' stage at the Grammys.
Right, exactly. Right, and if it was rare, and I don't. The organizations didn't quite understand heavy metal at the time, right? I remember. Didn't Neil Young win a heavy metal award over Metallica? Or something?
No, it was Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull,
beat Metallica after they just fucking annihilated the stage with fucking one.
Yeah. Yes.
They fucking played Metallica is like I think the first metal band to play ever at the Grammys, and they fucking played one. Fucking. Wait, was it one? Yeah, it was one. It was one. Darkness, imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute horror. How can I live? How can I die?
Within myself.
Body my holding cell. Something like that, yeah. But they just fucking like melted everyone's face. And then right afterwards, they go to the Metal Grammy Award. Like right after, they're still sitting on stage after their performance. They're like, okay, now it's time for the Grammy. Jethro Tull wins the first metal Grammy of all time. Like, did you just see what happened? Oh, right, just like 5 seconds ago.
5 seconds ago. Yeah, but it's everywhere. I mean, like we had the Satanic Panic with Dungeons and Dragons. I remember sitting down, with my grandparents watching the 60-minute special and them going through the books, and my grandfather being like, "This is like Celtic myth," and I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh." So that was it.
They were trying to scare him though into being like,
yeah, thinking that it was satanic. But we had like a prayer by Madonna. Remember that was scandalous at the time. That was lame compared to what is going on now.
Yeah,
where they're mimicking sacrifices, and
they got goat fucking masks on with horns and shit.
On. It's very occult, and that's occult really. And you were talking about the mental illness thing. That's part of it, because like the shattered personality, right? The shattered mind or whatever.
It's yummy.
There's there's different ways to look at it.
Shattered minds.
Well, that's like like true enlightenment shatters your mind or whatever. Yeah.
Really? Who says that?
Well,
You?
humans can't really.
Well, that would be like the classic. Yeah. If you tried to know everything, your
Right.
mind would just.
You just lose it.
Yeah.
Like that chess player from Russia, right?
You can't handle the truth.
Can't handle the truth. That was ad-lib. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
It's great. I watched that recently, and that if you go back and watch, it's like Hollywood's been putting this stuff in movies for years. All this like, let's get rid of toxic men, because that's a perfect example.
Right.
It's like you got the little pretty boy lawyer. Yep. You got the little pretty boy lawyer who defeats the big fucking mean ass badass fucking guy that's in Guantanamo Bay.
I eat breakfast every day. 900 yards. Somebody's trying to kill me.
So you think you can come down here with your little...
That's a great movie.
He's like, you think you can come down here with your little whatever fuck suit, I think he says.
I can't remember.
And scare me. Oh, God.
They've been building a lot in Guantanamo still.
We should go check it out.
We're not allowed there.
No, dude.
I've already been deported from Cuba once.
Let's go to the South Pole. You can't go there either.
Can't go there either.
That's because it's flat Earth. It's just a big wall.
Big wall.
For real, why can't you go to Antarctica? Only science people or pre-approved government officials can.
I don't know. I have no clue. I know that.
Why? Is the thing down there?
I don't know.
John Carpenter's movie.
I only know it's like people that are down there is like the UK, France, us, Russia, Australia, right?
John Kerry.
John Kerry went down there, yeah, for some reason. I don't know what the hell John Kerry would go down there for. It's not like a vacation spot.
It's aliens.
Let's get away, you and I.
What if? And if so, then maybe it's aliens.
Maybe it's aliens.
That's like the Discovery Channel. That's all the words they use. What if? And if? Then? Is it possible?
I'm not saying
then
alien.
so. It's you can draw that conclusion.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. I'm sure there's a lot of like archaeological sites down there, like if you can get to the ground, when's the last time it's seen
What was it? Admiral Byrd.
Admiral Byrd said he got attacked by UFOs or whatever.
Yeah. What was it, 40s? He went down there on that expedition?
Yeah, the late 40s, early 50s. It was after World War II. Right?
After? It was after?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was before.
No. He did the North Pole expedition before where he said he went into a hole or some stuff.
That Transformers movie used that a little bit in their plot line. One of the Transformers
Hollow
movies.
Earth?
No, the Antarctica Admiral Byrd, I think, expedition.
Yeah, so when he went to Antarctica on Project High Jump, I think it was called, allegedly they were looking for Nazis.
Hiding out.
Yeah. But they said that he got attacked by craft that could traverse pole to pole in a few seconds, that they didn't have a chance and they had to retreat.
Nordic aliens.
Who knows?
Blonde aliens.
That's just white supremacy.
Blue skin.
That's a white supremacist talking point.
They're Nazis on the moon.
Nazis on the moon.
They're there, man.
Space Nazis.
Nazis in space. Nazis.
Nazis in space.
With pigs.
Und Spatzen?
Und Schwein?
Deutschland Spatzen. Nein!
Nein. No. Niner.
Did I go through this whole list already?
I think you did. You did a good job.
Yeah, I just ran it all off, huh?
Mighty fine job. Mighty fine.
Everybody, yeah.
I mean, I I think we used up my whole list.
I think we did too.
Is there anything I missed on here? The generals, traitors, Hunter, and what's the Obama's girl's name? Malika?
Yeah, Malika Obama.
Are you sure? I think you're wrong about
I
that.
could be wrong about that. I don't know. What the hell do I know about her name?
Don't say.
Say.
Say. Don't say. Ronnie Perlman lost his damn mind.
Yeah, people get upset at me because they're like, I don't want to watch things because certain people are in it. I'm like, I don't fucking support these people.
Well, it is getting tough.
Oh, here's something I got. So, there's a fantasy series of books known as Technical.
Technical.
Yeah. And it's a popular fantasy series. It was written by M.A.R. Barker. And Technical is notorious because it's not necessarily Eurocentric. The world is more of a Central or South American fantasy world. It's very popular. With, a lot of games have drawn over it from the years. It's been very influential. And the author just recently got ousted as a white supremacist for stuff that he wrote underneath a pseudonym and he had to use the pseudonym to write some articles for a magazine that was anti-Semitic and pro-white or whatever.
Okay, now the next question is, was he doing it just to get a paycheck, or was he doing it because he is a white supremacist?
That's the thing. We don't know. And it's also a little bit out of the times because it happened in 1951, right? So the standards have changed.
Right.
But a lot of people, he has a lot of fans, especially on the left, because of the style of worlds that he built.
So he's getting canceled.
Yeah, they're trying to cancel
him. Is he
him.
dead?
Oh, he's been dead, yeah.
So he's like poor J.R. Tolkien. He's getting canceled because they don't like him either. They're just changing his whole story. Amazon's like, we're gonna rewrite it, but they're like, there's stories of them coming out being like, he liked white people too much,
Well, yeah, because he allegedly was like extremely in his private life pro white and anti-Semitic or whatever. The other thing that's happened in that world is orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah, orcs are getting a lot of backlash in Dungeons and Dragons because some people claim that they're supposed to be analogous of black people in America, which is absurd because they're based off of Tolkien, who based them off of Germans. They're supposed to be German.
People see what they want to see.
That's exactly what it
really comes down to people just seeing. And when you're mentally ill, you're going to see a lot of shit.
Right. That's what there's so much, man. It's like prevalent in America right now, mental illness.
Yeah, microaggressions everywhere. The fuck is that? A microaggression? Oh, it means I'm an asshole? Okay, well, I'm an asshole. Don't call me a microaggression. Don't call me a microaggression. Call me an asshole, because I am.
That's right.
That's what I did. I don't like you.
My car.
I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Spaces. I watch handicapped people make handicapped faces.
I wonder if he's apologized for all that shit.
Fuck no.
Poor Dennis Leary.
I doubt it. Why would he apologize for any of that?
Well, he ain't been. I mean, he was in that Spider-Man movie a couple of years back, but I wonder what he thinks of all this horse shit going on.
I don't know.
A lot of people staying quiet because they're scared.
I bet you're right, Brando.
A lot of people staying quiet because they're scared of being canceled, their livelihood being taken away. It's good. We ain't got no livelihood, so we can say whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, whatever I want. You say.
Lisa Loeb. Loeb. That is a cool song. She was an alright artist. Wonder what she's up to.
Making commercials, I saw.
Yeah. Keeping that fucking money flowing.
She was in a commercial doing that song.
Cool. Probably for Geico.
Yeah, I think it was some. Speaking of which, I saw a new commercial for razors. Cracked me up.
Oh, I saw that. Jeremy's razors.
Jeremy's razors. My
Don't
God.
give money to people that hate you.
That cracked me up. Drives in, almost runs the guy over. Hi, I'm CEO and Man God.
Yeah. And you know how that
Or
started?
King God or whatever. God
The
King.
God King. Yeah.
God
Do you know how that started?
No. Oh, he says it in the thing.
Oh
right?
yeah, he says it. Yeah, he's like, we were getting sponsorship from so and so, and then some peon that worked for me, friggin' said something about trans.
No, he said boys are boys and girls are girls.
Boys are boys and girls are girls, and then some asshole on Twitter complained to them, and then they canceled us, and I was just like, really? That's how it went down? Holy shit!
Yeah, they said they have moral differences or something.
Yeah. That whatever it was, they basically pulled their sponsorships
Right.
for some dude on Twitter that had like two followers.
Oh, was it that? Really?
Yeah.
It's because he worked for him and said boys are boys and girls are girls.
Yeah. That was a
Oh my
funny fucking
God.
commercial.
That commercial is so funny. It's worth checking out if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, Jeremy's razors. So anyways, he's probably gonna like do a lot of razor business because this stupid company just fucking bent the knee to some kid probably just sitting
Right.
at home complaining about stuff that they don't like.
Right. And now, it'd be interesting to see how far this goes. Like if the company's going to be successful with the razors or not. And if the other company
Folds.
Yeah. I think it was Harry's Razors is what he said it was.
Yeah, the other one was Harry's razors. So
Yeah. And then he's going, Gillette used to be, all a man, best a man can get or something. And he's like, now everything's toxic or whatever.
I know he said some bullshit. If you want that, you can buy that bullshit Gillette.
Yeah. He's so funny.
He's like talking about, a man telling his daughter to shave her beard, and if that makes sense to you, buy Gillette.
He's got like some 6-year-old girl shaving.
That's best. And if that makes any sense to you, go buy Gillette.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Yeah, great commercial, done well, really well. Just fucking hilarious.
Did you see
But that's the truth. Stop giving money to people who hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of these major corporations could give a shit less about the common man.
Oh no, they don't want nothing to do with the Western common man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not. No money there.
Salt of the earth. Go fuck yourself.
That's what they're saying basically to us.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Gandalf give that interview there?
No.
Whatever his name, Ian Magneto.
McClellan.
Yeah. So they were asking him like,
McKellen.
how do you feel about straight people playing gay people in movies? And he's like, it's acting. It's what you do.
Cancel him.
He's like,
Cancel him. Don't say gay.
he's like, Peter Jackson came to me and said he wanted me to play Gandalf in Lord of the Rings for his new movies. And I said to him, I'm not a wizard. You gotta go find a wizard to play that. So he's like, yeah, short people should play tall people should play short people, white people should play black people, whatever. It's called acting for a reason, He's like, what's going on in Hollywood now is too much is that, people are getting apart, not based off of their skills or their talents, but simply because they check a box.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
He's like, should
who
gay
are
people
we
not
gonna
be
get to
allowed
play
straight people?
murderers?
Right. Who's gonna play murderers?
Better get them murderers out. You want the authentic fucking thing.
And he said, he's a gay man, and he said, I've played plenty of straight guys.
Yeah.
Should those jobs gone to straight guys? Should I not been allowed to play those straight men?
Yeah. It's just a lack of thinking on these people. The people don't think. They're dumb.
That's true.
there's really. You could come up with a more sophisticated word if you want.
Dumb will do.
But dumb will do. You could say they're fucking uneducated, or they're fucking ignorant, or they're fucking. That's ignorant.
Right.
You're just naive, whatever. You're a child.
Mm.
You have the mind of a child.
Let's see what else. Pop culture. Wesley
Wesley's a joke.
Snipes. What happened, bro?
Oh, not Wesley. I thought you were talking about fucking Will Wheaton.
Oh no, he got
Wesley
shot down.
Crusher.
He got shot
I
down.
guess Will Shatner fucking gave him the fucking stomp down.
I didn't read that, but I saw that headline. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read it either, but I want to.
I'm gonna have to go check it out. Will Wheaton's a big D&D guy. That's the reason why he shows up on my feed.
Will Wheaton.
And he's been famous forever.
He's a mutt.
Wasn't he a famous kid?
No, he was on Star Trek Next Gen.
But before that, I think he was famous as a kid.
I don't think so.
I'm betting 5 cents.
I'm betting 5 on it.
Next week, we'll get down to the.
So what happened to Mr. Snipes?
So the Oscars, right? Wesley. First of all, he looks sick. I don't know what happened. I get he's getting old, you know.
You're saying he looks sickly.
He looked sickly, but then he was dressed, or the way he was dressed in like a purple silk or satin suit, and he had the Masonic apron.
And shorts on. Was that the picture I saw? Did he have shorts on?
I think they had like poofs in them or something, but
okay.
He had a Masonic apron, and he was doing Masonic poses, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like everybody's repping their favorite cult at the
fucking... the Oscars. You know, I was surprised, man. Because I'm a Snipes fan. You know, I like Wesley Snipes.
So you think he's a Freemason?
That's what it seemed like. You know, Blade's a Freemason, I guess.
Blade's a Freemason.
Sucks, but yeah.
Well, I wonder who the fuck's gonna bring out something kooky next. Like, I mean, is there gonna be some Native American going there with a fucking false face mask on?
Ooh. Nobody cares about Native. No. Native Americans don't get any.
They were like, "What secret society is this?"
No press from Native Americans. None. I did watch a movie of Native Americans this week. I can't remember the name of it. It was about this girl that was beaten and raped by a bunch of miners.
Okay.
And I forget who the hell was in it.
It's the oil company's fault.
Yeah. You saw that movie?
No, but that's the new narrative I've been seeing being pushed over the last few months. Even the past year, it's been the oil companies are the reason for so many fucking Native American women dying fucking mysteriously.
That's what, yeah. It was they said there was only over a million Native American women missing in the modern era or whatever. But yeah,
maybe it's true. I don't know. Was it fucking convincing?
I mean, it didn't seem like the guys were drunk and they raped her. That's what it seemed like, and killed her.
Seems to me like, you know, I mean, you go out to some of those reservations, and I've been.
This is in Wyoming, this one.
Dude, they're fucked. They're fucked. The reservations, it's like the kids, they're in the middle of nowhere, some of these reservations. There ain't shit for fucking hundreds of miles. You know, at least 100 miles you're on this reservation and there's a casino and a convenience store, and life there is basically you get your check, you go fucking spend it on things, and then, you know, if you're lucky, you go to college and you move out and make something of yourself. But most of the people just grow up on the res and say, fuck it, this is where I live.
A lot of alcoholism I hear.
Oh, geez. You want to talk about drug and alcohol abuse? That's all they got to do. Really, I mean, as far as like, it's what they know. It's what's been, you know, made available for them. So, and that's all that's available.
That sucks.
Hey, that's the way it is. But it's like, but it still goes back to this whole victim mentality where it's like, yeah, you got it bad, you know, but there is a fucking road leading out of town.
Right.
Right there.
Still in America.
Mm-hmm.
Still opportunities out there.
You got a road right there leading out of town, or you can make something of yourself in that town. And it's all your own mental willpower when you're in America. It really is.
Right. You know, and that's one of the...
Your own, and educating yourself. If you can't get education, you have to seek it out.
I mean, that's one of the... I guess it's like my pet issue, because, you know, there's a lot of racial concerns in America, and, you know, special interest groups, and you never hear anything from the Native Americans. You just don't. Like, there's no Native American Lives Matter. There's no movement. Let's give the Indians their land back. Like if something happens, like the pipeline spill, or the people come out in droves, and
Well, look how easily that was shut down.
oh yeah, Obama shut that down quick, right?
Well, the whole friggin' this is crazy. Like the whole Keystone Pipeline, when that was going through and they were protesting that, the natives were protesting it. It didn't get one lick of coverage. Not one lick.
Right.
Fucking, it got, I think, maybe 5 minutes on Lawrence O'Donnell fucking on MSNBC at the end of the hour. And it was just like he felt fucking compelled to do a story on it.
Say something finally.
And I was just like, and this is when Trump was running and fucking.
Yeah, I remember.
And I'm like, if fucking Hillary would just come out and support, the natives.
No way.
She'd be president. Because there's thousands of them protesting and they're getting fucking just beat down by the man.
Right.
And that's all she had to do is just like become president, was just like go to whether she meant it or not, to the fucking rescue of the natives.
Right.
And it would have been like the most easily political fucking move to become president. And because it would have made Donald Trump even look worse.
Sure.
And if he had done it, it would have been the same thing for him. It was like the thing was sitting there just for the taking, the political move. Nobody took it because, I guess they don't give a shit about Native Americans.
That's it.
That's really it.
That's really it. Like all this like virtual signaling about whatever, it's never about Native Americans. Everybody wants the political high ground, but nobody wants to give the Native Americans damn land back.
Well, they don't want to do that. That's for sure.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not like, trying to like,
but like you were saying,
glorify them or anything. I think that the natives have to move on in their own way.
It's just that's the way the world works.
Right.
People, same way we were talking last week with John Cleese. It's like, that's history. People are conquered and new things happen.
Right.
But to what you're saying, I agree. It's like Native Americans, for the most part, they're not bitching because
no, they don't.
They understand, for the most part, that's the way the world works,
right.
And we got fucked. And
we already played cowboys and Indians.
Yeah. You guys won. Good job.
Good going, assholes.
Yeah, good job, fucking white face, pale face devil, piece of shit. But for the most part, I think they are. Most Native Americans, they're upset about it, but you don't see them fucking making a big stink about it. Like fucking, they're just like happy to fucking just do what they're doing.
Be alive.
I'm not speaking for all Native Americans because I know plenty that are fucking kooks.
I'm sure there are. They're people.
Everybody's kook.
It takes all kinds.
Yeah, plenty of people. There's variety in every friggin' walk of life. Can't judge a book cover, man. Or you can't judge a human by their skin.
By their skins.
It's the content of the character.
Character content. You can't judge a news organization by the prettiness of their presenters. Judge them by the content of their bullshit.
Yeah. The U.S. media news media sucks big time.
They're against you.
And they're taking over YouTube, man. I get so sick of searching something and all you see is fucking.
Oh, it's gone.
All the days of YouTube, the good old days, they're gone.
It's gone. The wild, wild west is gone.
It's like if you want to find an article, you search it, and then you got to go over to the filter, and you have to put in most viewed.
Right.
Because that's where the real fucking. You don't see. They're just promoting MSNBC, Fox, fucking all these, people that are like, oh, these are the people that we want to control your mind.
Right.
You want to see the most viewed, what people are watching, you got to go to the filter and type in most viewed.
And they've taken so much stuff down on YouTube. There was the couple purges in the last few years. One weird thing about YouTube, though, which I don't get YouTube. All right, so I heard the story about coming out of St. Louis this week, and
Old St. Louis.
old St. Louis, and it was about these kids, right? Little kids, and I only caught part of it. And when I got back home, I wanted to check out the story, so I looked it up on YouTube. It's about these little kids that were murdered in St. Louis. All right.
Really?
Yeah, and they little girl, they must be like 9 or something like that, shot her cousin and herself, right?
Ooh, damn.
And so I went onto YouTube and I put the name in because I happened to catch the name because I wanted to see the story later. I didn't have time at that time.
Okay.
So I get home and I put it in on YouTube. You know, I got my all stuff all set up, and I saw the thumbnail. Now the thumbnail was the same that the news was showing, and so I clicked on the first thing that came up after I put the name in, and it's a short video. I'm like, all right, it's just a news clip. Put it on. They were videotaping. The kids were videotaping this. It's a snuff film. Like, why is that on there?
It was
Why?
right on the internet.
Right on the internet. Like, here's this little kid blow his cousin away, then blow herself away. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? When did this become normal? That there's these, you can't get on YouTube and say stuff, but if you shoot somebody in the head, go right ahead. You know, put that on there. It's like, what is going on? Like, that used to be illegal, right?
I don't know if it was illegal, but yeah, you weren't allowed to have snuff on the internet at one point, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
But now I bet you if I look something up right now, I could find it. It's like, what happened?
What happened was fucking
I wasn't expecting to see that. I thought it was-
China happens. They took over fucking.
That's disheartening. They're little kids, you know?
Well, pretty much China took over YouTube. That's really what.
Oh,
happened.
yeah.
So it's like, they're gonna do.
China is here.
China is here, Mr. Burton.
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean? I don't even know what the hell that means. China is here.
I gotta watch that movie again soon. I quote it off way too often. I need a shirt.
Oh, that's a great shirt.
Yeah, I need.
We were thinking of printing some of them up here.
I need one.
The tank top.
The tank top. Yeah.
yeah. Oh man. So that's, to me, it's just part of the problem. You know, China's making the rules on the YouTube, and whatever is good for American demoralization is it's a go. It's a go.
That's just it. Fucking China. God damn it.
It's a go.
That's something that the Biden put into
The Biden.
yeah, the Biden administration.
Biden.
And the defense budget, they put in so much money to counter China.
The poopy pants.
Which I thought was interesting because we do a lot of business with China, and I'm surprised that the Biden administration would put that in there. Trump didn't put any money aside to combat China specifically. Obama did, though. He did the Pacific Pivot. That's when we really started to go against China. I'm kind of wondering if China's going to react to that or not.
Well, I don't know.
The weird thing about the defense budget is, now this isn't the highest defense budget we've ever passed. It's the second highest. But the percentage of our GDP keeps going down, even though our defense spending keeps going up. So during the Cold War, defense spending was a lot higher. Now it's like 3.6% or something, I think, 2020.
All I know is that Americans make a lot of fucking money in taxes. Make a lot of stuff that goes somewhere else. It doesn't go to America.
No, it doesn't.
And it's
Where's it
fucked
going?
up.
Did we give Israel money this time? I don't think
Probably, yeah. We're probably giving them fucking who knows how many millions a year just because. It's like, oh, that's just the way things go.
And we're going to back Iran at the same time? That's crazy.
And it's all of our dumbass American money. Dumbass taxpayers.
I'm worried about the collapse of the dollar.
Oh, who cares? Who the fuck cares anymore? I mean, it's like...
I don't have any capital. I got collectibles, but I mean, Jesus.
You can't eat your
Can't eat those things.
But it's it's kind of, I feel like the crazy pills, you took the crazy pills for so long that you just stopped caring. You're just like all these people that were like, Trump's going to ruin the world,
He's going to start World War III.
And now, yeah. We got Biden in there, and it's like everything you thought Trump was going to do is happening.
And you're silent.
And you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So why should anybody else give a shit?
I mean, getting duped sucks. It's a hard process,
I mean, to me, that's I told a lot of people about that. The red flag for me was when, basically, just everything turned like, the guy was the worst thing on earth. He's the new Hitler or whatever. And all media, more or less. I mean, I guess Fox wasn't that much against him, but for the most part, all media was against him. And it's like only a few years before that, it was like,
oh, they loved him.
Everybody loved him.
Yeah.
And it was like a massive mind control flip where it's just like, wait a second, he was in like every rap song fucking 5 years ago. Like, you wanted to be like Trump, and now you all hate him. It's like, because what? You're being told lies.
The media told him to.
Yeah.
I mean, Oprah used to invite him on just to talk about politics.
They were friends, good friends. Mm-hmm.
Kathy Griffith there.
But anyways,
turns out she was best friends with, or good friends with, Vanderbilt there.
Old Anderson's
mom, yeah.
Yeah.
She called her like the daughter she never had or something.
You probably called Anderson that too. Well, all right. I think that's enough for today. We got everything covered.
I guess so.
Next week, maybe a movie premiere. A little 5-minute black and white I made. Little posters up there behind me. Hayla goes to Philadelphia. That maybe next week. I'm shooting for next week. I got a few more things to do. Got to put the
Philadelphia
end credits in.
It's a shithole. Have you been there?
Yes.
Recently?
I mean, I've been there quite a bit. Some of my friends live down there.
It's a shithole. There's garbage on the side of the road for miles.
Well,
North Philly, shithole.
It's got issues. It's got issues, man. It's got a lot of those Democratic fucking run cities do. It's just hilarious how people keep supporting them when it's like they're just making homeless people.
Have you ever been to Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Clean.
It's a nice town.
Clean.
Yeah.
You get off the sidewalks.
And all the suburbs are like, they're like working man, salt
right,
of the
middle
earth,
class,
like we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh's clean. It was nice that you can wander around, feel safe, not worry about anything.
There are bad spots in Philly, yeah, for sure.
A lot of bad spots in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
South Street.
South Street's pretty tame.
Well, it's commercialized, but there's a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I guarantee there's assault on South Street every night in Philadelphia.
Oh, dude, yeah, probably. There's people probably smoke crack,
yeah,
getting high on something.
Yeah,
doing heroin, shooting up.
Shooting it up.
That's really bad down there.
The heroin, huh?
I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's one street, I forget the name of it. If Jesse was in the chat, he'd be able to tell us. But he obviously ain't here today. We were going down the street.
Have a chat, do we? Nah.
There's a chat. Nobody wants to chat, though.
All right, don't let him chat.
I mean,
there's 2 people and us watching.
I don't count, so there should be just 3 people, probably.
3 people and me.
Because I'm signed in.
Really big show.
Watch this.
We got a really big show.
This chat sucks. There we go.
All right, go fight the chat. I'll meet that chat outside.
But there's a street down there where it's like you drive down it and it's just people laying on the ground, sleeping, fucking needles,
Yeah, I mean,
And we were going down the street one day, and this fucking guy's in the middle of the street, like leaning inside cars, like just totally fucked up. And he's going, "Give me a quarter, Poppy. Give me a quarter, Poppy." Just like leaning around, just staggering with his eyes closed, reaching into cars. "Give me a quarter, Poppy."
That's funny.
It was a sight to behold.
Behold.
I wish I had that on some video.
Yeah. Give me a quarter, Poppy.
Give me a quarter, Poppy. Give me a quarter. And he was also bumming cigarettes, I think, too. Or that might have been a different guy. And Jasper was like, the guy, he saw him like coming up like in the cars in front. He's like trying to bum cigarettes, and he comes at the car, and Jasper says it to him first. He's like, "You got a cigarette?" And the guy was like, yeah, he glitched him out, and he just like kept walking.
Actually, my first time in Philadelphia years ago.
Philadelphia Castria.
I got off the bus, and somebody tried bumming a cigarette right off me right off the bat.
Yeah.
Where in Pittsburgh, when I got off the bus,
Someone gave you a cigarette.
Someone tried to sell me something. That guy was funny though. I don't know. He told me, he's like, "You're not usually the kind of person I approach." I was like, "Why? Why did you?" He's like, "I don't know. Something just told me you'd be cool about it."
All right. Well, anything else, Lenny? Famous fucking last words for this week. Oh wait, we didn't even cover like what we should forget. And
yeah, we gotta forget something. What must we forget? What
we
are we
should forget
forgetting?
that gay's a bad word.
That's gay.
That's gay. You can't say gay.
That's gay. You can't
say gay.
Don't say.
Don't say.
Say.
Gay. We can say it again. Yay.
Yay.
Thanks, Ron Perlman. Hellboy. Hellboy says it's cool to say.
Who's towing the line this week?
Who's towing the line?
Might be Ronnie.
Might be Ronnie. Hellboy.
Hellboy Perlman.
Perlman. Who's towing the line? Who's towing the line? As always, Jen's towing the line.
The Smiths.
Jen Psaki.
She's always towing the line. She's been on vacation or
the
something.
The Smiths, are they towing the line? What line would they be towing?
Oh, I mean, after the post slap heard around the world.
Actually, I think every
one of his kids typed.
That's how we do it.
Yeah,
that's how we do. It's like, no, you're just an idiot.
You're an idiot. Yeah.
So yeah, Twitter's towing the line this
Twitter
week.
is towing the line.
They're towing the line this
big
week.
time.
For Will.
Yeah. Fucking Twitter. I hope Elon Musk does start his own damn thing. I hope he fights Putin.
I was thinking about this the other day. Maybe it was this morning. Time has started to stretch out for me and get longer. But
that's far out, man. Far out.
I can see into next week. I was thinking about this. It's like there's people and how you think about like your like minds. Who are you thinking with, in step with? Like what type of people? It's like, okay, we got people on the left. You're thinking like AOC, a moron. Okay?
A moron, in my opinion.
You agree with a moron, in my opinion. And then there's people like Elon Musk, who I agree with, or I know other people that I believe are kind of intelligent, agree with. And it's like, this guy's, he believes in free speech.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking
realistic.
He's a real, he makes fun of stuff that is completely ridiculous.
Right. I support the current thing. That was great.
It's like, you start like when you're wondering if you're in the woods, out in the, with a thought, you're like, am I out in the fucking woods by myself with this? It's like, look who it's closest to. Like, I don't know, just try and think rationally. Like,
well, there's groupthink going on one side.
Yeah, so they're in the woods with a bunch of other fucking morons.
Like, if I can't believe there's not a lot of people on the left that just aren't even like casually taking digs at like Biden, like Because I know Trumpers, they'll say fuck Trump in a second. Like,
Yeah, when it comes to certain shit, like
Yeah.
when a vaccine, they're like, "Fuck,
fuck
you."
him. Fuck you, Trump.
Yeah, I don't need that vaccine. Fuck you.
But
Go
they
try
won't.
to kill
They
me.
won't
Put
do.
magnets in me.
They won't do that. No, they just won't do it. Try to put magnets in me. Well, the mail-in probes.
You put some friggin' probe in me, man, with that fucking Fauci ouchie.
Fauci ouchie. Here's something that came up this week. I got a friend who's pretty keen on conspiracy theories, and she's really good at them. I'm not gonna lie.
She's got a good track record.
She does, and she dug up something about alopecia, right? This week.
The hair
Yeah, she says I
is
feel like
in the news.
she's like, this is in the news for a reason. I feel like it's in the news for a reason.
Oh, wow. Okay, she goes deep abstract.
Oh yeah, and then she found a deal that was going down this month between Pfizer and another company that takes medicine for alopecia. And I was like, whoa, where the hell did you find that? That was
Wow.
weird. That's odd.
That's some good digging. That's like Mel Gibson in Conspiracy Theory digging.
Yeah, maybe we'll get her on the show.
Maybe we should watch that.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
That
That
was
was a
good
good movie. Don't forget the gravy.
You know, part of this I see this happening as is like we have these agencies in the United States that
Patrick Stewart was in that movie. Go ahead.
we have these agencies that are running around with no supervision, and they're acting on behalf of the United States, and they're doing fucked up shit all around the world, and we have no clue what they're doing, and there's nobody supervising it. They're not accountable to the voters, and they're making, relationships for us that we don't even know about. They're doing things that we don't know about, so we can't be informed about it because they're all covert, like operations or whatever. It's ridiculous, and it seems to me that like we're starting to deal with that now. Like the intelligence community is poured over into regular life, especially in the media. I mean, that's Operation Mockingbird all day long.
What's that?
Operation Mockingbird.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Let's ask somebody.
You better ask somebody what Operation Mockingbird is.
Yeah. So I just find it
I almost feel like that whole shit with Will Smith was something like that.
it could have been. Very well could have been.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It didn't really work out for Will Smith, but again, I don't give a fuck if he slapped Chris Rock. I'll watch your movies. I'm not going to cancel you.
He's just a pawn.
I mean, I think it's weird that he's a Scientologist. I think that's a little weird.
I didn't know he was Scientologist.
Here they come. They're going to come after us now. Yeah, him and his wife allegedly are Scientologists. I was told. Chris told me that, I think.
Well, that's works for Maverick.
I guess so. I hear all kinds of
You gonna
fucked up
watch
lyrics.
that new one?
Oh, new Top Gun?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. about it.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Watch it.
Except you see that they took off the Taiwan flag off of the back of his jacket.
Yeah, I heard that. Fuck them.
China.
Fuck
China is
China.
here.
China is here. And they've subverted us.
They have. But yeah, I'm that friggin' bell sample or the toll that like dong in the movie.
Yeah.
Boom. I'm like, that is one of the coolest fucking sounds ever sampled or like sound designed. Like I watched that the other day.
Big Trouble?
No, this is a Top Gun.
Oh, Top Gun.
Dung, it's like when the fucking plane comes flying through, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
like this big bell. It's got a fucking chorus effect on it, doubled up like a little bit, was a fucking small like slapback reverb or something. It's just fucking badass sound. It's like some Pavlov dog shit. It's like every time you hear it, that's Top Gun.
Oh, all right. I thought you were talking about the gong in Big Trouble, Little Biden. I'm not
What
sure.
gong?
The gong in the main room.
Oh, right. When he's
falls
like,
into it. Yeah.
nice knife.
Yeah.
Now go by, Mr. Barton.
I can't wait to see Top Gun.
Maverick, Scientology.
Yeah.
He's king of Scientology.
He is. He's like their main guy here. Him and John Travolta, right?
Yeah, I think they're gonna make him fucking into like
Spokesman?
no, he's gonna like take L. Ron's fucking like
Spot?
like he's gonna be right there with him as remembered as a L. Like there's gonna be Tom. There's gonna be L. Ron and Tom.
As
He's-
a, like, God,
He's that fucking big in it.
God King or whatever.
Yeah.
Gonna be the next God King of Scientology.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like
This ain't a fucking joke. Wear your fucking masks.
they promote that stuff for them.
Did you see him go flying off his handle like a couple months ago about the COVID restrictions?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
But-
there's a video or there's sound of him going fucking nuts about because somebody took their mask off. Yeah.
I would tell him to go fuck himself.
Tom, go fuck yourself.
Here's something I found out this week. I'm not a big Eminem fan, or really a rap fan.
He's
either.
fucked in the brain. Eminem lost
Yeah,
his shit.
he's gone.
He was like, you want to talk about Mockingbird? Somebody fucking put the hammer down on his brainstem.
I didn't realize how short he was.
How short is he?
He's 5'8".
That's not short.
5'8" is short, Brandon.
It is?
Oh yeah, for a man.
All right.
What's
I
the
don't know.
average?
Well-
6 foot average?
No, I could look it up, but I don't think 6 is it?
I would think it is something close to that.
I think it's more like 5'8".
No way. I'm not tall. That's only tall people call me short, and only short people call me tall. I just figured that was normal.
5'9" average.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I didn't know that. Bunch of short people out there, huh?
And now you know.
Now
and
I
no
know.
one's half the battle.
Now I know.
G.I. Joe.
I didn't realize that. Wow.
You learn something new every day, bud.
Guess so. Where's that though? Is that South America? Where's that average from?
Japan.
Is that Japan? Where the fuck is that? China.
Holy fuck. All right, so you're gonna finish fucking moving so we can actually like do some real work for the show. Do some work on the show.
Yeah, I'll finish.
Come on, man.
All
I'm
right.
rooting for you.
All right.
We could do a separate day where we just produce stuff.
It's weird because like I don't know where any of my shit is right now. I did have clean clothes this week. I was very happy. About that.
Wonderbar.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know where anything is. It's like packed away somewhere, or maybe it's at the house. I don't know. It's like looking for stuff. I'm like, I don't know where that is. I hate it moving.
All right, well, finish the fucking job because we got lots of fun stuff to do in the future.
I'm excited.
I'm totally excited. I mean, we're having so much fun. We're getting so good at this show. Forget about it. Oh, that's right. I wanted to tell everybody, pretty soon it's going to be huge.
Huge, really, really big.
It's going to be big.
Big.
We're going to wait for the algorithm to come in. It's going to come in. We're going to ride that algorithm right to the fucking...
Right to the top.
Right to the top, baby.
We're big in Moldova.
Yeah. Algorithm's going to take us right up. Right, sky's the limit.
Sky's the
Fucking
limit.
zenith. We're going to be on the moon with the Nazis.
The Nazis.
Holy fuck.
Space Hitler.
2001.
Oh man.
Yep. All right. So, algorithm's going to get us. We're going to speak nice to the algorithm. We're going to pet it.
Pet it.
We're going to feed
Touch
it.
it in all the right spots.
Okay.
Show me on the algorithm where he touched you.
Show me on the algorithm right where he touched you. With the bathing suit covered. Rumble. We got to get on to Rumble. I know.
Let's get ready to rumble. There's a bunch of
My prediction is Rumble's going to take over in the next 5 years.
over YouTube's.
I think so.
We
Because
should get on there then.
YouTube's fucking just dying a quick death with all this fucking... I mean, it's going to be like more like the popcorn fucking show.
Right. How many shows do you watch on YouTube where they're like, okay, we're gonna go to blank now, and they
Mhm.
cut off? There's like 5 or 6 of those different
I think
subscription
YouTube's
side.
going the way of like TikTok. It's just going to be a bunch of dummies on YouTube because they're going to censor everybody the fuck else that's talking about serious shit.
Anybody real?
I mean, you go to like the main page of YouTube, and there's some dumb chick talking about fucking makeup. It's got like 200 million views.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's fucking that's what YouTube's become. You know?
Sad. How-to videos.
And you can't even say shit that you want to say anymore. Like man.
I've had so many comments.
Old YouTube, so sick.
Reported.
Old YouTube, 2006,
Wild
2007.
West.
Wild West.
Wild
Exactly.
Wild West.
Oh,
Yeah, it was great for conspiracy theories.
Oh man, it was so awesome. I loved it. Watching all kinds of kooky shit.
Yeah, all kinds of crazy shit. You know what I used to do to find stuff? I would just smash the keyboard and hit enter, and like you get like people that didn't title their video
Really well, yeah. Or not at all.
They didn't title their video at all, and so the title would just be whatever code that YouTube assigned it to, and you'd get all these videos that people are trying to like hide from other people.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I got the dirt.
Got the dirt, baby.
I got that dirt.
Now you can get stuff like that, but you gotta have. You can only do it. I can only do it on my phone because you gotta put emojis in the search bar.
Emoji.
Yeah, because you can't put an emoji up as a title. I don't think.
Like this guy?
Oh, there he is.
Mr. Science
Mr.
is making an
Science.
appearance. Hey, Mr.
Yeah,
Science.
he's about ready to burst now, huh?
Yeah, he's probably in his second or third
Trimester, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have a little baby emoji right on that planet. Gonna drop a deuce on that fucking planet.
Little baby emoji. Little pregnant baby emoji. Little pregnant baby man. You're a little pregnant baby boy.
Yeah, and keeping with like the left, it's gonna be a little baby having a baby.
Little baby having a second. Little baby boy pregnant.
Little baby boy being pregnant. How dare you? How dare you tell me that's not possible? Everything's possible.
I guess she turned 18. That Greta girl.
No. How dare you?
Yeah, so she's free to make fun of now.
Oh, okay.
Because she's 18. Yeah.
Well, she'll tell everybody how to think. And they'll be happy for it.
I just thought it was weird they had a kid talking that whole time.
For millions of people or billions of people that, well, yeah. And
I wasn't trying to silence her. I just thought it was weird that many people were paying attention to a kid or something.
that doesn't even go to school.
Right? I just thought that was really weird.
Doesn't even go to school, friends.
No. Flies around and
Flies around. Yeah. Carbon footprint bigger than fucking King Kong.
right, bitching at people. Thinking that, I don't know, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that it, we don't have an impact. I'm just saying China doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and China's the one paying her bills,
Right.
probably.
These
Sending her, Greta, where you want to go now? You want to go fly across world and tell everyone they suck? Good.
could. How about did we cover Zelensky banning parties
No.
and news outlets? Yeah. So he banned a bunch of parties, and news outlets and.
We did
things.
cover that a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, freedom.
Well, everybody's like, he's such a great guy. It's like, he ain't no better than Putin. Putin is a fucking, don't cross him. That's all I got to say. Zelensky, same fucking deal.
Yeah.
They're both fucking ruled by fucking might.
Right. Birds of a feather.
And they're like, oh, we're going to fight for freedom and their borders.
Freedom.
Yeah, well, what about just shutting the fuck up and worrying about it in your own damn country, your borders and your freedom.
Right. Holy crackers.
All right.
That's that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get some therapy soon. I'm gonna have to get some therapy.
Wow, we did cover all that, huh?
Yeah, we did it all, man. I'm gonna eat this fucking orange. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat an orange.
Couple cries as confronted by cartel.
Oh, we didn't cover that one.
No.
That was for everybody that wants to know. There was a video online of these people that wanted to go bird watching from like Illinois or something. I don't fucking know. They were from some state. And they're a gay couple. And they went down to Mexico to bird watch. And they were on some cartel's land. A pickup truck pulls behind them. A pickup truck pulls up behind them. A couple guys get out with guns. And these people have a dash cam. And I don't know why, but maybe they have it for their own safety. Maybe it's good they did. But they just start fucking breaking out like crying, basically. Just, not saying, there's nothing wrong with being gay or anything or sensitive, but that's, that's if these people that were pulling them over and if they were really bad people, what they were doing wasn't going to help them at all. Wasn't going to help at all. You were not, but it goes to the point where
psychopaths don't have any sympathy.
Where it goes to the point where these people think they're in a bubble world and they can just go wherever they want and do whatever they want, and there's no
repercussions,
or there's just no danger.
Right.
It's like, no, the real world's out there and it exists.
There's danger everywhere.
But they're the same people on Twitter saying, good for Will Smith. We should smack more comedians.
Really? That's ridiculous.
That's what, more or less, I'm making a generalization.
I mean, I might make a pass if you whoopee, smack a whoopee. You whooped a whoopee.
No, I saw, you know what I saw it as too? This is like if we get back into the Mockingbird conversation. I saw it, to me, was a very dangerous precedent for comedy. Because it's like, if you want to make a statement that comedians are no longer allowed to joke because that's what we want in our, cultural discourse. We want to keep people from speaking up because comedians are like the last vestige when it comes to speaking the truth.
It's like social.
It's the fucking
like a mirror up to society.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you're trying to put some heat on that last vestige of free speech, that's how you go about doing it.
That's true. It's like they got an agenda or something, and everything's leading towards it.
Yeah. Fucking space Nazis.
Space Nazi.
All right, everybody. We're done.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
See you next week.
Love y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy the nice weather. Wherever you go, that's you there. So shit's fucked up. Do something. Change. Peace. Oh, that's not the right one. That's not the right one.
We're still here.
That's not the right one.
I'm still here. I see something.
I think that's it.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.